And we are here. Yes, let's play some little video things so you know who we are and what we're doing. Alrighty then, we are back. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see everybody pop in. Tonight we are not taking questions. Hey, Crystal, nice to see you in. Tonight we are not taking questions. We are going to, if you want a reading, we're going to read for you whatever is intended for you. So again, if you're here tonight, don't ask a question. It's not necessary. Yeah, technical issues. Yes, you could say that. So let's see. Today's reading's a message from Spirit. There we go. There it is right there. We put it right there so everybody can see it. Angie, how's your week going so far?
It's busy, but that's okay. That's making it go by fast. I love a busy week. I love a fast week to get it done and just move on with my life. Closer we get to the end of the week, the better I feel. Like I'm okay with that. Just get me to the next level.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, that's for sure.
Give me till Friday.
I hear you. Got to change my privacy here so everybody can see us on Facebook. So Facebook should be happy. Should be. We will see. All right. So today we're just doing, if we're drawn to your name, we will call you out and then we will read for you whatever it is we're getting. So again, no need for questions today. Just let us know when we get ready, we'll just start reading for you. We'll call you out. If you are not here, then you will not get read for. So again, even if you pop in and say, I'm here, and we think we're going to pop on to you, and you're not here, I don't get a reading. Oh, wow. There you go. Well, as you can tell, I was gone for what, 2 weeks? I was gone for 2 weeks, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was missing it, you guys. I missed you guys. I missed reading. I missed having the connection with you guys. So it's good to be back and be here. Angie did an amazing job with Miss Alicia coming in there and rolling.
Oh, I loved being there with Alicia.
Yeah, her and Levita, man, they were such a good team. They're all three of them, such a good team. All three of you, they're such a good team.
Oh yeah, Levita too. I loved her too. She's really getting very, very much more confident. She said she loved it, and she felt like her confidence was picking up too.
Exactly. Yep.
I love it.
And you can see it. She's more comfortable, more relaxed. Yeah. Because at first, she was like, when she first did it the first time, it's like, relax, it's good. You can't make a mistake because you do what you do. We all do what we do. We're good at that. So let's do it.
The worst they could tell me is not, and I remember being on live with it was either her and Alicia or just me and Alicia, and I gave this guy a complete reading, everything I saw, and he said, nope, it wasn't him. I said, well, I'm going to disconnect from your energy because obviously I am not connected with your energy, or either you're not being honest with me, but either way, I'm going to disconnect from your energy and move on.
Exactly. Yep. Everybody, if you are on my YouTube, please pop over to Angie's and follow her. Click subscribe on hers and make sure that when you click subscribe, you get all notices. Therefore, when we go live, you'll receive a notice that we are live.
Oh, Alicia said that was her.
And if you are on Angie's, please pop over. Feel free to pop over to mine. I would appreciate it, and do the same. We love having the attention. Also, the cost of a reading is something as minor as a like. Come on, folks. Hit the like buttons. Hit the subscribe buttons. That's all we ask. We don't ask for much. And the shares. So, we love it. And so if you could, we would appreciate that. Again, pop over to mine if you're on Angie's, and then I'll put Angie's up one more time as well. And if you're on mine, pop over to Angie's. Angie's mine. You know what I'm saying. It's all good. And don't forget, on my YouTube page, I have uploaded the weekly readings. They are all there except for Virgo. I had screwed up on Virgo because the system blew it away from me. So I have got to redo it, but all the rest of them are up. And as we do our show tonight, I will pop up on the side here where this is now. You will see that pop up with the QR code to take you to the reading for each sign individually. I'll pop it up there as we go on. But for tonight specifically, we are doing, again, readings, not answering specific questions. We are reading for people as we are told by Spirit what to give them, what they need to know most. So, with that said, let's get rolling. Angie, did you find a name there you want to take on? Which one?
I know. I was just going through to see who was saying hi. Let me see. Crystal Pickett. I like her name.
Alrighty then, let's do it. Crystal Pickett. Crystal, welcome in. That's a new name for me. I don't remember
Yeah, I
having
like
seen before.
it. That's why I picked it.
Crystal, are you new to us? Or did we just show you how embarrassing we are for not remembering? Because my memory is not that good, as Angie knows.
Well, I don't remember it either, and it's on your page on your YouTube. So,
Oh, nice. I'll take it. And
okay.
goodbye. Adios, Crystal S. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming to class last night, by Crystal S, by the way. Crystal Pickett says, yes, she is new. Super.
Okay.
Crystal, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me, please, my dear. I would appreciate it. Tamina Tani, read the script, read the bottom if you don't mind. We'd appreciate it. Appreciate it much. So, what you got for Crystal Pickett?
Nothing yet. I was reading the comments, being nosy.
Well, I'll start then because I do have something for Crystal.
Okay,
Crystal,
go ahead.
Crystal, I'm feeling like that you are at an inflection point in your life. I feel that you have a decision to make, and your worry or concern is that when you make it, it will have a longer term impact, and I believe it will. That's the energy I'm getting. That's why I say an inflection point, not just a choice, but an inflection point. So what I would suggest is while you are at that point, remember that this is interesting. This is not going to, the universe is not going to change because of this decision, even though it is an inflection point. This is letting you know that the universe is not going to change you. You've got to make the change. So don't sit around and wait for the universe to deliver a change to you, because the universe is very clear that it's you making the choice that creates the change. The universe will not make that change for you. So don't sit around and wait. It wants you to pay attention to what the rules are, what the structures are. Make sure you're staying in the guidelines. Don't do something to shortcut things. Don't do something to make something short. So again, whatever this decision is, make sure you're making a decision based on what you know you need to do, and make sure it's in the guidelines. Ultimately, in the end, unfortunately, you're not going to be totally thrilled with the decision, because I'm getting the feeling like the decision is going to either choice that you make, that decision is not going to be 100% happiness. Okay. Again, you have to give a little to get a little. So I think you're in the middle of two choices. Again, two choices where unfortunately both of them have problems and solutions. However, ultimately you're going to be okay, because this is that family celebration card. So the family unit's going to be fine. You'll be stable. You return to stability. You will return to stability and happiness, but you've got to go through this process first. So know that, make your choice, and make your choice quickly, move through it, and get her done. Don't sit around and wait and mope and understand and worry and whatever, because that's not going to change things. What you need to do is just make the choice and then move your life forward. Not making a choice leaves you stuck. And again, if you're saying, hey, if I don't decide, the universe will make it for me, the universe has told you that upside down tower, they're not making it for you. So you'll just sit and wait. So that's what I'm getting for you. What you got, Angie?
That makes sense, Don. All of my cards are heartbreak and deceit. And defeat. I got the Five of Swords, which is defeat, feeling defeated, feeling like you're losing something, but it's mental. It's a mental head game that you need to speak positivity into your life. Like you've already defeated yourself. And then they have the like abundance is coming, but it's the slowest one it's the slowest moving knight in the deck. So it even that's incremental and taking longer than you wanted to take. Because I don't think that you're having any forward movement. Then I got the 10 of Wands in reverse, but I don't reverse those. So you're just carrying an extra weight, or you're near the end, like Don says. That tower moment is there. So you're near the end with this 10, but it's still a very heavy weight. Like whatever decision that you're going through, or whatever situation that you're going through, it's heavy, because then I got the Three of Swords as the final card, which is more pain, heartbreak, or you trying to like it's heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, and things like that. So I feel like there is a lot of defeat. There is a lot of being overwhelmed, overburdened in this situation. And whatever the decision is, seems to be a heavy decision that you're not ready to make. But unless you choose either way, you're going to stay in that middle line in the chaos. One of these sides is peace. It's not going to be the perfect peace that you want, but one of them is peace, and you have to decide and or stay in the chaos of the middle, straddling the fence is how they're showing it to me, because they're showing me a teeter tot on a fence, and you're just basically straddling the fence. You won't make a decision, and you need to go ahead and make the decision. Go ahead. It's kind of like they literally showed me ripping off a band-aid. Take that little pain for that once and move on, and allow the healing to continue to progress. So that's what I got for you, is that you really just need to muddle through. Like, this is one of those get her done situations, even through the pain. But on the other side, like Don said, is the celebration, is the goodness or the prosperity and everything that you're looking for on the other side. You just got to get through to the other side. You won't even take the journey to start moving toward peace.
Yep.
So that's what I got.
Hey, Terry T, nice to see you in. Virgil Kane, nice to see you in. Tiffany, Libra World, Sag Girl, nice to see you all pop in. Tamina Tanini, Crystal S. Jojo, nice to see you in. Again, nice to see you all. And hey,
Oh, yes, Jojo. Hey, Shelly.
Yes. And Jojo, the class, and hey, Shelly, nice to see you in. The class last night was postponed. The dream part was postponed until next week because of some unforeseen circumstances, but it will be part of next week's class. So we did a little different thing this past week, and I think it was kind of nice. It was interesting. A little bit frustrating for some, but it was good, I think. And hey, Shelly.
I got some pretty good info.
Absolutely. Shelly and everybody who is in Phoenix, don't forget, on the 30th of September, we are having a mini psychic fair over at Awakenings Bookstore. We're going to have presentations between 11 and 4. The first one is going to be Susan Grayson on mediumship. Then at 11, Scott is going to present. At noon, Scott Underwood on channeling. At 1 is going to be Montel Hero on healing methodologies. At 2 is going to be Brittany Larson and healing psychologically. And then 3 is going to be Angie on psychic work and psychic development. And then there'll be also still tarot card readings. There'll be 4 tarot card readers and 2 healers as well. So, folks, if you're in the area, if you're in Phoenix on the 30th, please pop over to Awakenings on Thunderbird Road. And I even did a little commercial. So here we go.
Into the mystical world of the mind and spirit at Awakenings Bookstore on Thunderbird Avenue. On September 30th, we're opening our doors to enchantment with a psychic fair like no other. Tarot readers, healers, and thought-provoking speakers will be there, ready to unlock secrets of the universe and guide you on your journey. From life's biggest questions to its smallest wonders, find answers in the cards, the stars, or within yourself. It's an experience that transcends the ordinary, a haven for the curious and the enlightened. No matter who you are, where you've been, or where you're going, you're welcome here. Awakenings Bookstore, your gateway to discovery. Join Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Don Rumer-Rivera, Susan Grayson, Julie Karen, Love Riot Warrior, Angie Lewis, and more, and let your spirit soar.
So there you go.
I love it. I just like hearing my name.
Having your name up in lights is like the same equivalency, right? Absolutely. So if you're in the area, folks, come on, stop by. That's 11 to 4 on the 30th of September at Awakenings Bookstore on Thunderbird Road. All right. That sounds like one of those old 50s kind of songs, Thunderbird Road. All right. Yeah. With that said, Angie, who is next? Which one drew you to?
I kind of like Virgil because I like the name Virgil.
All right, Virgil, are you still here? Hope so. Hey, Tiffany, nice to see you in. Sandra, nice to see you in. I saw Don. I was like, damn, y'all doing paid ads now.
No, Don's just that good.
No.
Wasn't the voice soothing of the lady who was doing the ad, though? I liked her voice. Like, she could just read me a book and I'll just be like,
I know. I'm like, I like that voice. Yes, indeed. Yes,
she's
indeed.
so soothing. I'm gonna need that commercial to play for my chat for to keep you just soothe the little baby right on the sleep.
Virgil says, my favorite in Thunderbirds was Virgil. Well, there you go.
Okay. All right. Let me see what we got for Virgil. Immediately I heard crisscross applesauce. That's kind of the way you sit. But then I heard crossroads. You're at a crossroads. You need to make a decision. You haven't decided which way to go, but it seems like you have 3 or 4 options because first they show it to me as a pie or like the 4 corners around here where you can go, you can touch 4 states at one time. They showed it to me like that. So there's 4 options. So are you thinking of relocating and you have 4 different options, or is it a combination of work and relocation? Because it seems to be multiple options and they kind of hinge on each other as far as what decision you need to make. And you seem to be 50-50 on there on making the decision. Distance, I hear the word distance and I hear like the vroom of a car taking off and I see the exhaust. So maybe one is a further distance away than the other one and you haven't decided what you want to do. But I do get that there's a decision. You're at a crossroads. A crossroads to me means you need to make the decision now, or you're going to miss out on the opportunity, or you're just going to settle for whatever one the universe chooses for you. And that would be like if there's 2 job offers, whoever offers you the job first, that's the one you take. Or if there's you don't really decide, you just kind of let fate decide. And I really did hear like crossroads, but it's dark. So to me, either you don't have enough information, which I think that's what it is because they're showing me the 2 of swords, or it's something that you're doing at night and you don't want anybody to know and you haven't really spoke on it to anyone else about the decision that needs to be made.
It's interesting, Virgil. I'm getting the feeling from this card that you got some grief. You got some things that you suppressed. You got some things that are hurting you, that are bothering you, that are worrying on you, and you're letting it fester. You're letting it continue to work its way, and it's not healthy for you. You need to let it go. You need, as I would say, let it go, let it go. But let go of some things that have, again, they're in your mind. They're in your mind. You can easily do it. This is the easy tiger. So again, the easy tiger is saying you can easily do it. You have the power. Remember, a tiger, they don't make a lot of noise. They kind of stop, they kind of do it, and then they're just on top and they're fast about it and get it done. So again, by having that energy and having that card, it's letting you know that you can do this. You've got it. You know, the thing that you need to do probably most is just to understand this is lean into me. So you need to lean into somebody, reach out to somebody whom you trust, somebody you feel comfortable with, somebody you feel confident with, and talk with them, have the conversation, open up yourself a little bit. Yes, you are showing some vulnerability, but that vulnerability doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It means that you're human, and we all are human, and we all have those times, right? Because you need to continue to work. And most importantly, while you're doing this, spend your time in good company. Make sure you're putting yourself out there with the right folks who can help you through this, but more importantly, who aren't trying to subscribe to you something that they want from you, or that they don't imprint on you what they want of you. Okay, you be you, and then they have to be the people who say, "I like that you." Whoever you choose to be. Again, let yourself be somebody whom you love, and let everybody else realize that if you care for me, then this is the person. And if they don't like it, then it's time for them to move on. Because again, I think part of the problem is the people you surround yourself with. That's kind of what I'm getting. I can't joke now. You are totally correct. Sorry. Okay, well that's good. I hope that the most important part is work through it, push through it, talk to people, have the communication with them, and ultimately you're going to again get the results you need. Okay, there you go. Next in line is who you got, Angie?
All right. Let me see who else I like. Angelique, I like that name.
Okay, let's find. Let me just find her. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Angelique, are you still here? That's what my mom calls me. She did not name me that, but that's what she calls me a lot, Angelique. You probably should have named me.
Exactly. Angelique, are you here? Dominico, Nico, Nico, Dominico, Nico, nine. Hello.
Okay, let me see what I'm getting for Angelique. Oh, I see red balloons. Is there a celebration? I feel like there's a celebration coming up, a party. Um, it's one big red balloon. So I feel like it's a child's party because they're showing me clowns. Um, extravagant. Are you spending a little too much on the party? So I'm wondering, um if you're spending too much on this party and spirit is thinking that you need to rein it in a little bit, because it seems to be a small child, like they're showing me a clown, but they're also showing me just like money being dished out to pay for whatever this event is. So maybe it could be like homecoming or something like that, because now they're making it seem like maybe like a sweet 16 or it's some kind of party. I feel like it's a birthday party, but I feel like you're spending a little bit too much on it. No party at this time. Wow, they're showing me a celebration. So there's a red balloon, there's a clown, and then there is extravagant. Like there's too much money going out. So the clown for me would be like a little kid's party, unless you're giving out your money to somebody and you're feeling like a clown or you're looking like a clown. Um, let me try to pull a card because that's what they're showing me. Is the birthday, I mean the balloon, the clown, and I hear the word extravagant and see the word extravagant. So maybe your spending needs to just be reined in a little bit, but there's money going out. There's too much money going out. And then I got the wands, and the wands is like business and career for me, wishes, um, passion. But I got six of wands, which is victory and success, and then leadership, making more sound decisions. I get the party, but you're saying it's not a party, so I don't know what else it could be. That's all I got for you.
I'm getting uh, Angelique. I'm being told that you need to watch what you're saying. Sometimes your tongue can be a bit sharp, and unfortunately, right now, I don't know if you're like a little bit. If you're a little bit hey Umber, nice to see you. I don't know if you're like a little bit impatient right now, or you're a little bit raw, and you're kind of your nerves are kind of on edge. But be careful what you say, because I'm at this is the point. They're telling me be careful what you say, and don't make sure that you don't make rash decisions. You don't commit yourself to doing certain things until you're ready to do it. Again, don't go off half cocked. Don't go off pissing people off. This is not a good time for this. Okay. um, I see that the news, that what you've been wanting to come through, what information you've been looking for, is not coming to you, and that's part of the problem. You're looking for some information. You're looking for something to close. Or you're looking for something to come forward, and actually, it could be some money. Like somebody owes you money, or you're expecting some kind of money, or a turn in economics, and it hasn't been happening. And unfortunately, that's going to continue for a little longer. This is not the time for that to change. I am told that you should probably have some conversations with other people and see how they're doing the juggling of the finances, and understanding how to maybe look at money in a different way, and understand how to do your finances in a different way, because that's what this is about. But the cards are like, you're just not ready to make a change. You need to make a change. And this card saying you need to make a change, but you're not ready. You're just not there yet. And they're asking you to open up and make that, be ready and do it. But again, the cards are saying that you're probably not there yet, and that's not good. If you're not careful, again, you're going to get the sword coming down on you, and it's going to like wake you up, and it's like the universe is going to smack you. If you don't step up, and if you don't start making some changes and getting yourself with your finances in order and with other people, then I'm telling you, be careful that you may wind up getting something you don't like. But your economic picture will change, but you have to keep pushing forward and talk to people. Again, talk to people. Okay. um
She said what changed, and you mentioned money like I did. I think she just needs to be a little bit more aware, like change from a consumer attitude to more of a saving attitude, like try to build your savings up a little bit more. And I don't know if that's like, because they're kind of showing me like a chipmunk with, with the nuts in their cheeks. To me, that's storing up for a winter, storing up for a hard time, because you don't know what's down the road. So maybe Spirit is saying you have some adversity coming. You can have victory over this, but you have to make sound business decisions like this King of Wands. You have to make those sound business decisions, save this money, and be prepared for the hard time. Like you're getting the warning, you're getting all of this info ahead of time, prepare for your winter.
Yes. And Angelique, you said, what changes do you suggest? No, what I suggest is economic changes. I'm suggesting you looking at budgeting, proper budgeting, because again, it showed me that with the Three of Pentacles, which is getting advice. And advice in economics is usually a financial planner or somebody who can help you deal with finances, a way to structure payments, a way to look at money. Money itself cannot be a it cannot be a stimulant. Okay, the spending money should not be a stimulant, because when it is, you go through it quicker. What money should be is a vehicle to help you process through a month at a time, or 2 weeks at a time, or whatever your payroll is. So therefore, that you can continue to move forward and then start to save. If you are stimulated by the fact that you're spending the money, and that gives you this high or this euphoria, then you wind up spending more than you would, and you wind up spending things you don't even need, and ultimately your month is longer than your budget, and that's not a problem. So again, get advice. Exactly, get advice and find some people who can help you understand how to curb that excitement about spending, and understand where, when, and how to spend, and also when to save. And when you do that, I'm telling you, you will be happy with what you see. That's where I'm being told. And again, it's saying it's telling me to be careful, because again, you're desiring, you're reticent not to change, but the cards are making you very clear, please change. So again, you're like, well, that's not really me, and no, I can do this and whatever. No, really, you can't. You need help. You need to talk to somebody and get that communication opened, so where you can understand yourself and your finances better. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So
I definitely got financial, because they kept showing me extravagant, like too much money going out.
Now, if you wanted to know if your boyfriend has another woman, ask him. Ask him. I mean, you're if you're in a relationship, you're going to bed with him, you're laying beside him, you're doing all kinds of things with him, he's injecting you with certain things, then if he can do that, then you can have a conversation. I mean, I don't mean to be vulgar, but you get my point. If you're going through a lot of very personal, feeling, physical things, then have a conversation with the man, and you can read him. Please, you're in a relationship with him, you can read him. You don't need us to tell you what you already know. Ask him and just understand. And if you're looking for,
and if you have that much doubt, like sometimes that's your intuition.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could be enough for you to be like, you know what, I need to step back, I need to pull back. A lot of times individuals will come to a psychic thinking that I want you to read his mind and tell me what he's thinking. You're the person that's having this intimate one-on-one relationship with him. That's something that you should be able to ask. You should never have to bring a psychic into your relationship. Then that means your relationship isn't sound enough.
Exactly. Next is going to be Nadine. Nadine Verui. Nadine, are you still here? Have you left us, or are you still here? So I think I'm going to leave him alone. Leave who alone? That wasn't meant for you, Ortega.
Oh, Miss Angelique, no, that was for Nelly Nail. But if it resonates,
exactly.
Sometimes the message you hear for somebody else is for you. Like that's happened to me a couple times. Like when my guides have tried to work with me over and over on the same message, they'll start sending me people whose readings reflect the characteristic that I need to work on. And I'll get like 3 or 4 readings in a row, and I'm like, there seems to be a theme here with these readings. Maybe my guides need me to take a little bit more notice on that.
And now, don't be surprised if you ask that question, that your relationship maybe gets a little deeper because you showed him you had the faith or trust in him to have the conversation with him instead of trying to guess or to lay, blame or even
Or maybe it'll identify why you're feeling that insecurity, why you feel like you need to, that you are having this level of doubt in the relationship. And then, and you can tell when somebody's not telling you the truth. I dated a guy, and every time he lied, he did this.
hmm
So I knew he was lying. So you'll know when somebody is lying to you. So, and then when he opened his mouth, he usually was
that
lying.
usually is the when you prove it.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, you just stepped into it. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Nadine, this one's for you. Nadine Veroe. However you say it. Apologize, don't mean to mess it up. I'm trying to pronounce it, but there's a lot of
Oh, from South Africa.
consonants and
Okay.
vowels there.
I saw that when she first came in, and I meant to call her name out, but I didn't. I'm glad you picked her because I was a little bit drawn to her.
And I'm drawn to her. Are you are you in search of a man? Are you in search of a man? Or are you with a man that's causing you some not so happy moments? Because I'm getting some man troubles here. So either you're not with a man and you're hoping to be, or the man you're with is not quite something's not right there. And I do not love reading. So when I get this, it really is a love reading. So, but I'm getting man trouble here. And again, the energy I'm getting is that he's not there. And if he is there, then he's still not there. I feel like he's not into the relationship the way that you would want or something, because I'm getting some relationship issue there. Page of Swords is here. So the Page of Swords is like, don't worry, you're going to get some confirmation one way or the other with it. I am single and dumped his treating me like a yo-yo. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. And you got the confirmation that you did the right thing. Again, that's that news coming in. You did the right thing. So and believe me, he needed to go. He needed to go. So know that you did the right thing there. That's good to hear. The answers. The funny part is now you know the answers. The answers came through to you, which is wonderful. So again, you're in the right path. And it was a bit of a long term with you, and it really took a lot for you to finally walk away because you did not take it lightly. This was a journey for you, but you did finally walk away. And you know what? The happiness card. So you are going to be happier now that you did this. Do not look back. Do not rethink your thinking. Do not try to change or go backwards. You did the right thing. You did the right thing, so go with that. Okay, stay moving forward. And look at this. There's a Six of Wands. There's somebody else coming to you. There's somebody coming to you probably within like November, December. You're going to find somebody who steps up to the plate. So don't be surprised that they come your way, and they're going to help you to forget all that has happened with the other guy. This new guy is going to replace the other guy and take this away from you. And so you're going to go to a happier time, which I showed you the Three of Cups. So that told you that we're going to be a happier time with you. And this is somebody you already know, by the way. So it sounds like the person that you're looking for, the next person is somebody you already knew, but didn't know him in that capacity or weren't really close to him. But that's going to change around the new year, the holidays and the new year. So be prepared for that. And then there's the Queen of Wands. And so again, the patience. Be patient. Let it work on its own. Don't push it. And again, you're going to be happy in the end. What you got there, Angie?
I definitely got the new love coming in because I got the Page of Cups, which is someone coming in with a love offer or some kind of kindness, but also to think about your intuition. And it's good news coming in. The Cups is intuition, creativity, things like that for you to kind of be aware of your dream state, be aware of your imagination, the things that are you're setting your mind on and that you're mulling over in your head. Those are becoming your reality. So the Page of Cups for me is just to let you know to kind of be mindful of the things that you are thinking intuitively or that you're seeing intuitively because they're speaking to you. I do get the Chariot card, which is movement. For me, that's fast moving forward, and that's victory and overcoming some obstacle. I do feel like they're showing it like a little bump in the road, not like a big mountain or hill like that. It's just a little bump in the road. It didn't really even slow you down. It just kind of shook you a little bit. You got your balance back on, and then you're moving forward. But you seem to be moving forward a little bit slower. You're trying to balance things out and get your bearings back together. I don't feel like at first I thought this was spirit kind of slowing you down, but I don't feel like they're slowing you down. I feel like you're trying to get your bearings again and try to get back on solid footing so that you can move forward at a comfortable pace or at a comfortable um, um, movement that's in a line that's aligned for you. So I definitely feel like you're on the right path. You're moving forward in the right direction, and your intuition is good. Trust your intuition. That's what I keep hearing now. Trust your intuition, and you are balancing thing out, so you will be on stable ground because now they're showing me like a four, and fours for me are stability. They're actually showing me the Emperor card, and that's definitely stability for me. So I think that um, you are doing a great job.
Hey, Lalima, welcome in. Nice to see you, and good. Thanks for joining class last night. It was nice seeing you in. Let's see. Hopefully, it helps you. Career, please. Just a short one. No, we've already told you. We gave you the reading. That's what you get, Nadine. We're not taking questions. We're only telling you what Spirit wants for you to know. So hopefully, what we gave you will help you in hold you in good stead, and give you information. With that said, don't forget, folks. Please help us out. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. No, 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 no.
That's not the one.
I like is it Lamont John or Jasmine only me Jazz. So Lamont was the first person. Is it Lamont from Scotland? Yeah, from Scotland. Lamont
Oh,
John.
there it is. I see it. Lamont, are you
I
still
like
here?
that.
Lamont. Hey, Pamela P. Love Ramage. Nice to see you in. That's my girl. This is a young lady who I love her. She posts such affirming, positive messages every day. Not just repeating the one that I do, which is my affirmation, but so many other positive messages. I mean, if you all are out there on Facebook, you need to go to Pamela P. Love Ramage. Go to her site, follow Pamela, because Pamela is all about positivity. She also doesn't shirk responsibility. I love her messages because it's like it starts here. It starts in you. She doesn't say look to somebody else, doesn't say look. She's like, hey, start with you, and it's always a positive message. So if you're going to follow somebody and you want to get an uplift, Pamela is the one. Check her out. She always has a great positive message, and I look forward to seeing it every day as it comes through. And she always gets my heart. She always gets my. I love it, love it, love it. So welcome in, Pamela. Lamont, are you here or have you left already? Because I don't.
Yes, he said.
Oh, did he say he's here? I see Libra gang. Welcome in, Libra gang.
He
By the
put
way.
the smiley face.
Super. Then what you got? So what you got for
Okay.
Lamont?
So what I immediately saw was somebody. I saw a beach, so I thought, oh, maybe you're on vacation. It was crystal blue water. It was sand. It was all kinds of people on the beach celebrating. And then I noticed that the vantage point that they were showing it to me was from you looking out the window, like wishing that you were there. So I'm thinking that you need a vacation. You need some rest. You need to get out and have some fun and stop looking at everybody else have fun. You really need to get out and have a good time. Like they're showing me the crystal blue water, someplace that's warm. I feel like this is something that you want to go, and you're just kind of moving through the water like a little fish and enjoying your time. But you need a push or a motivation to get out there. You don't really seem to want to give yourself this treat because you're kind of on your grind right now. But they're saying you really do need this break in order to move forward. I hear something about a new project or something new that you'll be working on that'll take up a lot of your time. So I think that you need to. Oh, yes, I am inside a lot, staring out the window, daydreaming. And they're saying you need to get out and step out into some of those dreams and stop watching from the sidelines. You really do need the mental rest. I get a fogginess, like they're actually showing me fog, like London fog. And you're needing to get out and just have this rest, this mental rest, because there is a new project. I don't know what you do for work, but there seems to be a new project that you may be the head of or that you may have a lot of responsibilities in. And so you need this time to rest because it's going to pick up, or your duties or your task or whatever you do is going to pick up, and you're going to be a lot more busy. And then you're going to be right in the middle of a burnout, where if you just take a little bit of time right now to refresh, by that time you'll be fine. You'll say, they're saying, they're showing me coins, but they're saying you're saving money. So I feel like you have the money saved, or you are in that savings mentality. And so they don't want you to worry so much about where the money's going to come from. Your worry or your concern isn't how, but what is it that you want? Present your request to the universe and allow them to give it to you. And don't worry about how it's going to happen, just that it'll happen for you, and be grateful that it's going to happen. But again, I do see a new project coming up that is going to give you a lot more responsibilities. It's going to be a little bit fast paced. It's going to be probably before Christmas or early January, but I'm feeling like it's going to be before Christmas. And then you need to have this rest before you get to that season. So that's what I got.
And we're doing Lamont, right? Lamont John.
Mm-hmm.
Lamont, I feel you're not happy right now. I don't think you're aligned with your path. I think that you've gotten off of your life path, and I think you need to probably take a little time and figure out how do you get back on your life path. I'm going to give you a little secret. This is not a secret for you only. This is for everybody. Have a conversation with your spirits and spirit guides. And when I say have a conversation, I mean speak to them like I'm speaking to you. Speak out loud, spend some time with them, and have them try to help you find some guidance, some direction on how you can get back to doing what it is you're intended to do. Because I feel you're just not in alignment with what you needed to do. And I feel like you've gotten off path. The other thing that I'm getting for you is, again, you're not in a happy place. You're not in a happy place with your family, your friends. You're just not in a happy place. And that makes sense, again, because when you are out of alignment, it throws everything off. The flavors aren't as good. The morning isn't as happy. Your high highs are not high as they used to be. Your low lows are lower, generally speaking. And more importantly, you if you're not careful, you let your mind go to the negative side so easy, and that's not a good place to be. So I'm telling you that if I were you, I would be working on talking to your spirit guides, finding out how to get back on your path, and get back on your path, so where you can return to it. Look at this. There's that negativism I was telling you about. It's there. Again, you spend a lot of time about what went wrong and how things have gone wrong, but you need to look at what went right in your life. Take the time and appreciate the good things that come around for you, because again, this is all I'm seeing. That's all I'm seeing. So I'm getting seriously negative cards here, and I think you can shake it off. Listen to me.
But I feel like that mental fog, or that whatever is driving that pessimism, is because he needs a break. Like, you really just need, sometimes you just need a minute to shut your mind down and remember what it's like to have a good time.
It's like a reboot.
Yeah. What they say, a revival. What they do in a revival, make you come to church 17 days in a row and be there all day.
Yep. And it'll reboot you, because again, I think you got off your purpose. And when you get back to your purpose, you're going to find that you'll be fine. And I don't think it's going to, again, you need to work on it. This is not going to happen overnight, but it starts with you. It ends with you, and no one else can do this for you. I don't think anybody can do this for you, So continue to work through it, and then be patient as you work through it, and you will get back to where you need to be. So that's what I'm getting for you. Again, not the most positive reading, but the overall energy of the reading on the bottom of the deck is the World card. So the World card tells me that everything's open to you, but you got to take the steps. You got to make it happen. So know that this is where you're headed if you start getting back to your path. Okay?
Okay. I like that. The other person that I saw was Jasmine, and come to find out, that is Miss Pamela's daughter.
I saw that. Yes, indeed.
I did not know that. I saw her name, and I said, oh, we either do Lamont or Jasmine. And I saw Lamont's name before I saw Jasmine. So. But if you want Jasmine, okay. Okay. So what do you have for Jasmine? I feel like Jasmine has gone through a very emotional time, because they show me her soaring through waters, crystal clear waters. When the water is clear for me, that means that it's emotional, but you can see your way through. Like, it's not murky, and it's not something that you have no idea on how to move forward. So you're soaring through whatever this emotional situation is, with positivity, although it is very emotional and it is very heavy for you, because you're in the middle of a wall of water, like you're coming straight through it, you're punching right out of it. So you have a great momentum, you have a forward movement, and you are going in the right direction. It's just kind of you shaking it off and hearing. What the one thing that I am being told to pay attention to is hearing. Make sure you're listening to your guides. Make sure you're listening to your higher power and the clues that you're getting. It's not just coincidence. It's not just, oh, this happened. This is your intuition. This is your guidance system that is deep inside you, connected to your higher power, telling you how to navigate forward and how to get out of this situation. So that's where you need to listen. There's a lot of, like, I hear this, like there's a lot of naysayers. And so it's muffling the sound that is coming from within. So you have a sound that is within what is trying to guide you, and you have a lot of this on the outside trying to tell you what they would do if they were in your situation or how they would handle it. But lo and behold, they're not in this situation, and you have someone internally trying to help you move forward. Do you have a grandfather that is deceased? Because I heard the word grandfather. So I feel like there's a male spirit or a male ancestor or elder or deceased loved one that is trying to talk, that is looking over you, or that tries to communicate with you, but you're just not listening or paying attention quite enough. I feel like maybe you've dreamed about this person, or you will start having dreams about this person, and they're just trying to help you and guide you. They feel like you're still a little girl to them, or they see you as a little girl, and they're trying to help you and guide you to move you forward. um they're gently doing it now, but I feel like they are going to close in on you a little bit more if you don't listen. So just be mindful of the dreams that you have, the things that you sense, the foods that you want to eat, the music that you hear, the things that you remember about this person, or those times that you feel like this person is popping up in your memory. Then sit and think about, what was I dwelling on in order that made this person come up? Because they're there to comfort you, but they're also there to guide you. And the biggest thing that I got for you is listen to that intuition. Like, they're actually showing me the Page of Cups, but in the sense of the intuition part of it. Use your guidance system and listen to that inner voice, not those outer voices. And something about you'll get the job. Are you interviewing for a job? I feel like you're going to get the job. I heard you'll get the job. And it pays a lot more. They're showing me 18. So does it pay like $18 or more or something like that? Or 18,000 more than your current job? So that's what I got down.
It's interesting that you were picking up a male figure, because I was picking up a female energy, like an aunt or a grandmother, and I was feeling like this is somebody who died recently. This is not somebody who has been around, who has passed a long time ago. So again, it's like an aunt or a grandmother, and it's interesting because it's like. I don't know. When I wonder, because I wonder what the message is, why they're here, and I was wondering what it is they wanted to say, and I think you need to, Jasmine. I know this sounds very simplistic, and it's going to sound like, okay, anybody could say this, but she's insisting that you know that you are loved, you are valued, and you are special. And she's telling me that you don't get it enough. You don't feel it enough. Even when people say it, you don't feel it. You don't believe it, because for some reason you are having a stumbling block in your own space where you don't feel it about yourself. And she wants you to know that she always felt that way about you. You know, she adored you. You know this, and that you needed to hear this, and you need to remember this as you move forward right now, because she kind of gives me the feeling, well, she doesn't kind of give me, she's inferring that you're again in a bit of a sticky place, and your confidence isn't what it used to be. There are times where you're very confident. She's like, sometimes you get cocky, but recently you have lost that. You have lost that confidence. And so she's trying to remind you of that young girl, that young spirited young girl that had all this energy that she adored. And she wants you to get back to that girl. Okay. And she says life has kind of thrown some crap at you, and she understands how it's done this, but she knows you can do this. So Jasmine, Stay strong. Find your way. Create a roadmap to find your way back to that energy, that positive feeling. And if it means surrounding yourself by different people, if it means jettisoning some things out of your life that don't need to be there, that can bring you down, then you need to do it. But your grandma is letting me know that she loves that. She loves you no matter what, but she's letting you know that you need to love yourself more. You need to love yourself more and put yourself first for a while, because you haven't really been doing enough. Okay? That's what I'm getting.
That so much aligns with, because that's how the grandfathers or the males that I saw, that's how he saw her too, as a little girl,
Yeah.
needing protection, needing some kind of guidance. And I feel like it's that inner voice. Like when you were saying change the people you're around, I got hermit mode. You need to pull back a little bit and just listen to your inner voice, because there's too much chatter on the outside. And though our family and friends may be trying to be very helpful, sometimes they drown out what we really need to hear,
Mm-hmm.
or what we already know, or we'll tell them something and then they'll negate it, or they'll have us doubting that we heard it the way that we heard it, or that it was meant the way that it was meant. Your people are very clear that you have this intuition, you have this connection to them. You need to lean into that connection to them and feel them. Know that there are clues that they're sending to you to let you know that you are on the right track. Like again, I said, when you want a certain food, when you hear a certain song, when you have a certain memory, when they just pop up in your head, when you have a dream, those are all different ways that they're communicating with you. Remember, energy is never destroyed or created, it just changes form. So although they're not here in the physical, in where you can touch, you can still communicate with them. It's just about you tuning into their frequency, because they're trying to reach you. They're definitely trying to reach you. You're just not necessarily ready. You haven't necessarily received it. But now I hope this will help you. Even if it's just you in the morning, just waking up. And some mornings I'll be like, my cousin, he's one of my favorite people. What are we gonna do today, Waddell? Well, what is the day gonna be like today? Or, how are you going to work with me today? How are you going to help me out today? Just dedicating that time to that spirit or to that ancestral line in order to receive what information or enlightenment they want. And you can tell them, come to me in my dream, come to me a certain way, give me some kind of clue that is undoubted, that I'll know. Like, it was funny because I looked up, for some reason, feathers kept coming up, and I looked it up, and I kept saying, well, why is all these feathers coming up? And then all of a sudden there was a feather in my kitchen on the floor. Like when I see them outside, I kind of discredit, like, yeah, any kind of bird could have just flew by and dropped their feather. But when it's in your kitchen and on your floor, and you just were just reading up on it, that's kind of a clue. This feather means something. This is letting you know that, somebody's here, trying to get your attention or trying to help you or whatever. So you need to lean into that intuitive nudge. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Well, just take the time and make sure that you just make sure
Have
that
somebody
you.
else read your resume too. I feel like it might be a little bit like not necessarily a typo, but there's some things you may need to take off of there. Like there was this lady who gave these 5 tips about resumes, like things you shouldn't have on there. Any job over 10 years old, because it ages you. You should not have the date of your high school graduation, because that ages you. You should not have a objective on there no more. It should be a highlight of your skills. And there was something else, like she gave 3 or 5 different things that were things that age you or that make your resume seem outdated. And now with AI, they'll generate a resume for you if you just put in what you want. So they're telling me to tell you to put a second pair of eyes on your resume, but the job is yours and it is coming, and it is going to be more. They keep showing me that 18, so it's either 18,000 more or $18 is what it's going to be. But there's something about the 18th, or maybe that's the day of the interview, the 18th of next month. But there's something about the 18th in your resume. So I would definitely read over your resume, have somebody else read over it, and then try to beef that up, because a job opportunity is coming, and they're showing me before Christmas. So this opportunity should happen before Christmas. So at the first of the year, you should already have started working and getting your new money.
And did she? Your grandmother, was she a baker? Was she a baker? Because she's showing me cookies. She's showing me a cookie. So did she
Don,
have
I was. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. I'm gonna say, did she have a special cookie for you? Because she's showing me a cookie. So, what were you saying, Angie?
Oh no, go ahead. You were talking about the cookie. Now I'm like, well, what kind of cookie was it? Was it a sugar cookie? Was it an oatmeal cookie? Now all I can think about is the damn cookie.
Yeah, it looked like a. It's like a.
Oh, she said Oreos.
So she made those or something because again, she's showing me cookie. She's like the cookie, and it's like a cookie. So, but she made Oreos because I feel. Did she bake or something or? Oh, we eat them together. Okay. But she's saying that so. Okay. Did you go by the name Cookie? My cousin, we used to call Alma Lynn Cookie, and Alma Lynn just came in my eyes because I know Alma Lynn is Cookie. Are you named Cookie? No, she didn't bake. So but no, it's the cookie, the Oreos, which you share together. But are you called Cookie? Do. My mom calls me Cookie. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense because my cousin Alma popped in, and the only reason why that would be is because we always call her Cookie, and everybody. It's funny because people that know her now, they never knew her that name, and so when I call her Cookie, they're like, "Who's that? Who's that?" So okay, Cookie. Okay, we got it. Good. I'm just making. She gives the spirits do that to give confirmation. They send us stuff to make sure that you really can see that we're connected to them and that they're connected to us. So, yep. So you don't have questions or feel like, okay, maybe not. I don't know. So there you go. All right.
I like
Interesting.
that.
Great. Okay. Well, sounds like you got some good information. You got some good hits. You have a lot of family around you that crossed over, but they did not leave. They transitioned, but they are around you, Jasmine. And Pamela, I'm guessing they're around you as well, because if they're around one of you,
They're very
both.
protective over her, and they
Yeah.
all still see her as a little girl. You may be an adult, but to them, you're still a little girl who needs to be protected.
Yes. Yep. And they adored you. You knew you were loved. You knew you didn't have to question. You knew you were loved. That's for sure. And that's wonderful. Who is next? Let's see. We got another name to pull out of the hat here.
I see Alexa Ann. I see Kelly Dix. I see.
I'll pick one. Tell me which one.
Kelly Ann. The rest of them are kind of far down the road.
Hey, Julie. Nice to see you in.
Libra Gang. I like that too. That might be one we could do.
So pick one. Let me know.
Let's do. What did I say the first?
Kelly Dix.
No, it was another lady. Alexa Ann. I just like Alexa.
Alexa Ann. I knew I saw her somewhere. Where was
She's
she?
right after one of Jasmine's comments.
Oh, there you go.
Alexa Ann, are you still here? Hi, Catherine. Newkirk. I like that. Although I read it the first time as New Quirk. I like that too.
Exactly.
Hi, Nat. Oh, Nat Ali. I like that too, how they broke that up. Oh.
That is cool. Absolutely.
I like that.
Alexa Ann, are you into the metaphysical? Because I'm getting a very strong metaphysical connection with you. I'm getting a feeling like you're very much, are you a practitioner in the metaphysical community, or are you just curious? Because I'm getting a very strong metaphysical energy with you. If your question is anything around that, then keep pursuing it, because I feel very strong about that with you. And I feel that you've only tapped the beginning of this. I think that you need to come out of the metaphysical closet even more, make sure that you're living your life, living your existence as a metaphysical person, and letting people know it, because I think you have a lot to offer people, and you can help them very, very much. So from my point of view, Alexa, it is all systems go. Keep pushing, keep pursuing the metaphysical stuff, keep taking classes and talking to people. You should be on our Tuesday night class, our free Tuesday night class, to be involved in that as well. But make sure that you keep developing that, because the sky's the limit. Your limitation is you. That's it. That's what I'm getting. What you got, Angie?
They're showing me, and walk with me on this journey. They're showing me you in a car, but not necessarily you. It's like an old school couple. It actually reminds me of the Grease, the main characters in Grease. Like you're in this big old school convertible car, and you're looking out the window, and then like the guy's driving, and then the girl's trying to kiss him on the cheek, So I'm wondering if you're having a situation with a relationship where you're kind of wondering where this is going or how he feels about you, and you're a little bit more loving and affectionate than this person is. I don't know that you're giving more in this relationship than you're receiving, but you seem to be a little bit more affectionate in the relationship than this person is. That's how they're showing it to me. So um let me see what else they're telling me about the relationship. Something about yes, you can trust him. I don't feel like he is distracted in a way where he's looking away. He's distracted in a way that he's focused on driving, because they show me you like with your arms around him and you're trying to, be affectionate toward this person. This person has their hand on the steering wheel and they're still looking forward. So they're focused on the future, they're focused on forward movement, and you're just a little bit more of you're not necessarily a distraction, but you want them to pay a little bit more attention to you. And what they're making it seem like is there's a time for that. While this person is focused and driving forward on this vehicle, that wouldn't be a good time to try to get this person to look deeply into your eyes. And so I feel like they're telling you to pick your battles, pick your time and your space where you need that affection, or just say, can we have a date night? And on date night, we pay attention to each other. We do something that we both like or that I like, or that that is a little bit more romantic, and you focus on me and not on everything else. So I feel like you may need to just establish a couple boundaries or a couple guidelines in there in order to get you what you need, but where you're not being distractive to this person, because I don't feel like this person is being deceptive to you. I don't feel like this person is cheating on you. Like, they're just making it seem like this person is focused forward and you are a little bit not necessarily needy, but wanting some attention. And they're just saying, pick your battles as to when you should decide that you need all of this attention. So that's how they're showing it to me. Oh, good. She says spot on. I love it. So the word that they keep reiterating is you can trust him. You can trust him. Are you both wanting a baby, or are you wanting a baby? Because I hear baby fever. Somebody wants a baby and they show me little baby feet, but they don't show me a gender. Just little fat feet. They don't show me the top part of the body, but the baby is laughing. And so I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but I do feel like there's a like baby fever, or one of you wants a baby, or no, it feels like both of you may want a baby. But I do feel like maybe a baby. You don't want a baby. I feel like a baby is coming because they're showing me a baby, but they're not showing me the gender. They're just showing me the feet, and the feet are moving and kicking and around. And I think the gender will be something like it'll be a surprise, but I do feel like a baby is coming.
But no. I'm sorry, I got distracted, and the thought just came through my head. It was like, are you with some? You're not with somebody now, because I'm not seeing a pairing. Are you?
I think she said, yeah. I think that's where she was saying spot on, is that she wants all this attention, and that they're a little bit more laser focused on the move ahead. And they were, and Spirit was telling her, I think, to like kind of pick her battles as to when she needs this attention, and set up like some guidelines as to, okay, this is date night, so now you got to give me this attention. Yeah, we are dating.
Oh, they're dating. Okay, because I was gonna say I don't think they're. And this one has a beard. Does this guy have? Because I'm getting facial hair. Does he have a beard? It's kind of like it's more than mine. It's longer than mine. Is that I'm seeing this guy with a beard. This guy with a beard, and again, longer than my beard. Yes. Okay. And the darker hair. But you have. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And there's another. Okay. I'm being shown two males. So the other male is a son. You have a son as well, but this is not the son's father. You have a son though, right? And your son is the younger. He's not a baby. I don't know. He's what, 10, 11, 12, something in that range, I'm guessing. I don't know. Your fiance passed in December. Okay.
So now you're dating.
You have two sons.
Okay, this is someone new. Okay.
Are they both? Because I'm getting one younger. Are they different, like the spirit ages? Because I'm only getting the sense of, yes, 1/7, 1/21. Okay, because I was getting I'm getting the younger son, Yeah, I'm seeing the younger son. They're showing me younger son. So the younger son is one. Listen to your younger son is in tune better than you think with the people that you date. And usually I would never tell somebody to listen to their son, but you may want to have conversations with your son in reference to the people, especially this person, because your son is his relationship to that person is going to be important to you, and they're showing me the son. So keep that in mind, okay? When you're having this conversation, when you're whatever it is with this person. But yeah, the son, and it's interesting because I'm getting the feeling like the fiance you had in December was like a buddy. He was a pal to your son. Your son and he seemed very close, and that's the energy I'm getting there, and that's probably why I'm getting this energy now. Is that I feel like those two were very close, and when he lost. You didn't only lose a fiance, he lost a really good friend and dad in that sense. He felt close to your fiance. So know that you want to include him into this process because he feels already committed to making sure the replacement's going to be as good to you as was the fiance. That's what I'm getting. That's the energy I'm getting. So, but I'm getting the feeling with, again, the longer beard dude. I think he seems to be good for you. He seems to have good energy for you. So good luck with that. Anything else you got there, Angie?
No, not for this group here. The person who's asking, is my wife cheating or sleeping with or living with another guy? Your wife doesn't live with you?
I was going to ask the same question. Living with your wife, and you're asking me living with somebody else? You're welcome, Alexa. Again, focus, get that metaphysical stuff, continue it going because you've got the skills. You really do. You do. So. Anthony Miller. Yeah.
I saw there was a Beverly that I saw, or
Beverly McClusker.
let's see. Yeah, I like that one. Or I was drawn to that one, or Tracy Williams. I was drawn to that one too.
Okay, Beverly, are you still here? Believe it or not, Beverly used to be, years and years ago, was my sister-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was married to my brother for about 15 years when we were very young, way back when Christ was a corporal.
Not that long ago.
That's a long time. Of course, Beverly's not that old. I'm that old. Beverly is still a puppy. She's a young puppy.
I would move on, Anthony, if I was you.
Yeah, Anthony.
That's why I didn't get a relationship for Anthony. I got this. She doesn't feel like she's cheating because she doesn't feel like she's in any kind of relationship or of any kind right now. So I would definitely move on. I feel like she's moved on, definitely.
Absolutely. So look what you got for Beverly there.
Nothing yet. I was reading the comments. So if you have anything, you can go ahead.
It's interesting because the very first thing that came to me, I could see Whoopi Goldberg's face saying, whatever I think the show is, whatever, and you're in trouble, girl. You know, remember in Ghost where she looks at him and goes, you can't say that. And she goes, Molly, you're in trouble, girl. Beverly, I feel like you just came out of a lot of trouble. You just came out of a lot. You were, excuse my French, but you were caught in a shitstorm, and it rained down on you for quite a while. But I feel like you've somehow come across a precipice, and if anybody's offended by the language, well, get over it. I feel like you came over the precipice. You did have a rough last two or so years, but I do feel like you've come over the hardest part. So I believe that you're on the other side of it now. And so you're not coasting because this is not a coast situation, but I do believe things are looking up and things are improving. I believe that there was, again, a situation of health. There was a house. I get health. I get housing. I get, these are the things you went through: health, housing, a distrust in the family, somebody stabs you in the back. I got the feeling that you felt isolated and alone, that you felt deserted, and all those things now have, again, you've gotten beyond that, and you're finding your way back to a more comfortable place. Now, this is going to take a little climbing and a little more moving forward, but I feel like you're moving into a much more positive space than you've been in a long time. So keep focused, always keep positive, and let that energy fill you. And also do the affirmation that I tell everybody often, and that is this: say it one time, at least in the morning. Repeat it as many times as you want, but say it when you mean it. Say it like you mean it. Say it because you do mean it, and again, and say it clearly to the universe. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Again, I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. If you say that one time every morning, at least one time every morning, I would say repeat it 1 or 2 or 3 times. But if you say that every morning, and that's for everybody, by the way, don't be surprised if you're drawing in, because you're sending that positive energy to the universe saying, this is what I want. And the universe responds in kind. Okay, so keep that in mind. And I have a book that's coming out very soon that's going to describe all these, how the affirmations work. And additionally, that information is going to be supported by some scientific studies that have been done. It's in the book as well. Okay. So what you got, Angie?
I was looking at those comments, and Anthony, Lord help the child. I'm not Lord, just back to Miss Bev. I feel like whatever decision you had to make, or however you move through the situation, because I got the 7 of Cups, which means lots of options, lots of choices. So like Don said, you were kind of going through the muck. I feel like it was an overwhelming amount of choices, or you were being pulled in all these different directions. And like with the 7 of Cups, some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are okay. Not all of them are choices that are, or options that are for your best interest. And I felt like, even though I got the Knight of Wands, they were showing me the Knight of Swords. And that's a person that just comes charging in there without, kind of thinking it through. It's just like, let's just get some action. Let's just cut through all this red tape and let's just make this decision. And so I felt like for a minute, you may have been regretting some of the decisions that you made, but they're saying, no, you made the right decisions. There is some delayed news coming in. You just need to be a little bit more patient, and it'll be confirmation that you did make the right choices, so that you are on the right path. And so I felt like whatever you were going through, you're at the tail end of it, or you've already come through it, and not to regret your choices, but to know that you made the right one, and you'll get the confirmation, and that you know that you made the right choices very soon. So that's what I got. And
Super.
that's it.
Hope that resonates with you, Beverly. I'm just finishing typing and something to let everybody know. We are not taking questions tonight, folks. What we're doing is we're offering readings to those names which we are drawn to. And so, which we are drawn, I should speak better English, which we are drawn. So there you go. Keep that in mind. All right. And again, if you're communicating with us and your name's popping up, that's when we know you're here. So if you're just kind of sitting back and you're not communicating and sharing information with us or talking with us, then we don't
like, share, comment, subscribe. I can see instantly when you subscribe.
Exactly.
It literally shows me when you subscribe.
Exactly. Who is next, Angie?
Meredith Mitchell asks, if could you be picking up on more than one person's energy at a time? And one of our Kelly Dix was telling her, yes, if it resonates with you. And that's exactly what I was going to say. If it resonates for you and there's a message, it could have been for you, not necessarily that we were talking to you, but you came in at the right moment to get the information that meets your situation. Remember, like if you were in church and they were giving a sermon, he's not going to address each one of your issues. He's just going to give you a message that may resonate with the situation that you're in. And so, yes, it is possible that we were picking that you were just resonating with something that we were saying on somebody else. I do feel like you're in a situation where you're being irritated because they're making me feel itchy all over, like I want to scratch, like I have poison ivy, or like there's something foreign on my skin or on my body that is causing me irritation or some kind of stressful situation in your life, and you're really being annoyed with it. And what you're doing is you're scratching so hard that you're scratching the skin off. So you're really hurting yourself with this frustration and annoyance that you're going through. And what they're saying is they literally show me you stepping back out of your skin leaving your skin there so that you leaving the situation there that is annoying you, stepping back and looking at it from another way. How can I resolve this without hurting myself? How can I resolve this without scratching my skin off or irritating myself to the point that it's causing me pain? So I feel like you need to step back and just look at this from a different direction. If this was your daughter, if this was your best friend, if this was your sister, what advice would you give them in this situation? Because you seem to be a little bit too close to the situation and unable to resolve it or deal with the irritant without hurting yourself. And what they're saying is step back out of the situation and look at it and then make your decision on how to move forward. And then they're telling me again, you can't help everyone. You can't save everyone. If you do, you'll drown yourself. And they're literally showing me a boat that's like a little dinghy or a little boat or something, and you got too many people in it. And instead of saving you and maybe another person, or instead of saving yourself, now you're all gonna drown. So what they're saying is you really do need. Oh my gosh, she said yes, I'm drowning too. So what they're saying is you really need to worry about saving you. This is something I tell people all the time. You can't bring all these people with you. You have to get there and establish yourself, not just get there. A lot of time people want to take other people on the journey. This is your journey personally. A lot of times they want to get to where they're going, and before they even establish themselves, they want to bring somebody else. So then that drags you back because that's too much of a weight. Establish yourself is what they're really saying to me. Is you need to focus on you and establish yourself. And then I hear the words, no, you're not selfish for doing this. Sometimes you have to concentrate on you, your vessel, your household, and the things that matter to you. And you cannot bring everybody else around. Sometimes you're hindering their lessons by stepping in there. I had to learn that too. I was one of those people where, oh, well, I mean, I could just take this person, I could just do this, but you have to let them feel the pain of whatever decision that they made or learn the lesson that they needed to learn and not step in there, because then that might send them through the cycle all over again. So sometimes your step back is to allow them to learn their lesson, but also for you not to drown yourself. Like, if you're trying to save somebody in a pool and they're flailing and acting all wild, they're going to take both of you down. So you need to establish yourself and your firm footing, and you can give them tips on how you got there, but you don't have to be the vehicle that brings them to where you think they need to be.
Exactly. Hopefully it helps you, Meredith. Again, that was for you, Meredith, to make sure that we all on the same sheet of music. That was written for you.
Oh, yeah. She said, okay, thank you. You are saying what I am asking as I'm writing it. So, yeah, that's what they want you to do. They really, really, really want you to focus on you, and you're not selfish in your pursuit of you and your focus. And you may even need to like relocate or move away. Sometimes it takes getting away from that mindset or whatever it is that had you locked into that, whatever you were focused on or not focused on, in order for you to know there is something different for me. Like had I stayed in the mindset that I was in Michigan, oh, I'm never leaving my hometown, I love it here. I went on a visit and saw that there was a whole nother world out there, totally different from what I was living. And that's how I ended up here. I went and explored and found something else and left. And it was the best decision I could have made. You've been trying to move. Then this is what you need to do. There's a 9-9 portal coming up. Listen, imagine a big old hole like this, just a big old circle hole. And imagine that you're holding this circle, and you stick your hand down in that portal and you pull out your money. You pull out all the resources that you need. It worked for me. I'm telling you, I got money just falling out the sky. You need to visualize yourself having the resources that you need. You're still in a lack mentality. How? You're wondering how. I want to move. How is it going to happen? Your higher power is saying it's not for you to decide how. It's for me to make that happen, for you to put the desire out there, for you to be ready to move. When I say move, you better be ready to move. You better not have any fear. You better move forward in knowing that your higher power has you. But that also takes you being in tune with your higher power. Don't just decide, oh, what? Angie told me to listen to my higher power. They said go. I'm going to go. This is the first time I ever listened to them. I think this is them. This could be the devil. This could be somebody else. So you need to get in tune with your higher power and know that when it's you. Like I know specifically when it's my higher power. I know their yes versus my own doubtful no. I know like I've tuned in enough that I know when we're in sync in what we're saying, when to question what they're saying, and when to say, I need you to show me a little bit more to help me to move forward. So what you can do is say, how do I get from where I am now to where I'm ready to take that step to move? How do I get from where I am now to where I believe that I'm ready to move? And one of the things you can do, and one of the things that we talk about all the time, is say that affirmation. I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. And in that way, you're not specifically asking for everything. All my wants and needs are met. So that means that as I go along, everything I need is coming to me. Like I just started saying, money flows to me like a river, and money has been flowing to me like a river. It's that change in mindset, but you have to beat it into yourself, just like you let the world beat it out of you and your circumstances beat you over the head and make you think that it could never happen. You also have to reprogram your mind to know that it is possible. I just have to believe. Remember, everything that you see, this little thing behind me, these cards, everything came from somebody's mind. Somebody had to think this stuff into existence. So you just have to think your positive lifestyle into existence. Speak on it. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. How do people manifest? They speak it. Speak what you want into existence. It's a new moon. Did we already have a new moon, Don?
Yep, we did.
So go ahead and set your intentions for the new moon. What do you want the universe to start bringing to you before the next full moon? Like the moon is growing now because it's a new moon, so it's growing into a full moon. So by this full moon, these are the things that I want to happen, or these are the things that I want to see that I am making steps toward. How do I get from where I am now to where I'm ready to move forward, to where I'm confident in moving forward? How do I wait productively while you get me aligned mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually? Because a move is a lot more than just deciding to go or just a physical walk and move or pack up and go. It's a mental commitment. It's a spiritual faith in believing that where you're going is better than where you're coming from, or that you're being led to this place. And it's a emotional thing because you're leaving a lot behind. So you have to prepare yourself, mind, body, and soul, and be ready for it all. Just saying that I'm ready to move is positivity and moving in the right direction. But how do I mentally, emotionally, and physically get myself ready for that move? And that's with tuning into your higher power. And how do you do that? Literally the last couple of weeks, and my things change all the time. So I never have one set of rules that are hard and fast. I just been listening to raindrops. I have Tidal music, and I just put on this one CD, and it's all rain. It's like 28 songs, and it's just different rain sounds, storms and thunderstorms of rain, and it just clears my mind. I'm not going to sleep thinking about how my day was and all these things that are weighing me down. It's literally just a rain. And when I say that my sleep is so deep and so serene and so great, I wake up so refreshed, like, wow, I slept like crazy. And it's just that one thing I did was put on the rain music at night. And that's it. So those are the things that you can do to help yourself out. Heidi Rodriguez, we see your comment. You said, why is it not showing? I see it on Facebook. Speak health into your life. Like, how do I get from where I am now to where I feel like I'm in a healthy lifestyle? There's a lot of things that you can do. Like you're saying, I hope my health improves. What steps can you take in order to make that thing happen? I know that I need to drink more water, so I find creative ways to drink more water. I may get a water bottle like this and get it down a little bit, and then fill it up the rest of the way with cranberry juice because it gives me a little color, but it's mostly water. So little things that you can do to get your body ready for this improvement. What can you do? Will walking outside and getting some sunshine and getting some exercise help? Just getting the body moving. Will eating different help you? Will getting rid of sugar help you? Will any of those things help you to improve your health? Even mentally, sugar is very heavy on the mind. So you need to think about all the things that you can do in order to help yourself on this. So that's what I got, Miss Meredith, and I hope that helped. All right. So
I hope it helps you, Meredith, and welcome in. Did we do Natalie?
No, we did not.
We were do Nat.
And I like that name.
Let's do Natalie.
All right, Natalie.
Absolutely. There we go.
No, Heidi, we just try to mix it up. Like some nights, wherever we're spirit led, like tonight, spirit was just like, tell them what we want them to know. And sometimes people don't have questions, and so we're spirit is just like, tell them this. This is what whoever you're drawn to, or whoever we draw you to, you tell them this because this is the message that we have for them. And that is my meditation. Like, how can I connect with the people who need it on a level where they can receive it and what's for their greatest and highest good. And this is how spirit approached us and said to just give them the message without a question.
And before we go any further, let's remind people, let's hit those like, share, subscribe, and follow. Alrighty then. If you want to do a private reading, you can reach out to Angie. Let me take this thing off of here so we can see, but Angie's email address. Where is it? Let me see. I'll just do this. There we go. And there we go. There we go. So Angie's email address is below her name. Mine's below mine. If you want a private reading, these private readings are longer, intense, and paid. So if you ask for private,
honest, so
absolutely, and
a lot
exactly.
more detail. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You go get it like Spirit said it. Girl, please.
Exactly.
You might get a lot of girl, please.
Exactly. So if you're interested, either if you want a private reading from Angie, go to her email address. This one's through mine, or on my Etsy shop under Sonoran Mystic Tarot, or either one of us on social media. If you want to just reach out to us through social media platforms and message us through there, you can also arrange it. But remember, those readings are longer. They take usually about 45 minutes to an hour, and they do have a cost associated with them. They are not free. So don't be shocked when you hear, hello, payment time.
Yeah, I mean, all of you, we've already done a reading. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, because that is your only payment for us tonight. To like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, and let other people know. Like, if we did a reading for you, can you let 2 or 3 other people know so they can come in? We like a new variety of names, and that's what we're trying to do, find new names that we haven't seen before, because we want everybody to be able to share in the blessing of receiving a message from their higher power. You never know what it is that this person is going through, and so allow us to reach a whole new group of people.
Heidi, we are both psychics and mediums, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, we
do both. But don't, if you're looking for just a straight mediumship read, you're not. That's not how I do my reads. Like, I started off psychically, and if a spirit comes through, then I will let you know that a spirit comes through. But I don't like starting or having people to pay for just a mediumship read, because a lot of times you have an expectation that I want to talk to my great sweet grandmama, and grandma doesn't come through. Somebody else comes through, and now you're all upset because you thought you were going to get a mediumship read. We can't make the spirits come through. We can ask, is there anybody available for you? But whoever comes through is on their own free will. Like, we can't make a spirit talk to you. And so if you pay for a reading for me, it will be a psychic reading. And if a spirit comes through, that I will let you know. But I don't just necessarily start off with mediumship.
And I'm the same way. I don't. We start with psychic, and the thing is because Hollywood has a way of making us believe that, and it may work for people that they can call anybody in individually anytime. But the reality is those spirits are just as obstinate as they are on this side. If they're not wanting to come in, they're not coming in. I don't care what anybody wants to tell you. If those spirits do not want to come in, they will not come in, no matter who you are. Exactly. And that's just the way it works. So you cannot guarantee any specific spirit's going to come in on any specific day.
And I had a person who kept getting repeat readings because, like, the first time I did their reading, one of their parents came through, and so they kept getting a repeat readings because they wanted that parent to keep coming through. First of all, it's a lot of energy to bring through a deceased person. It is very heavy on us. And then second, I don't want you to get addicted to that euphoric feeling and thinking that I'm the only connection to your family member. You have the ability to communicate with them, and I don't want you to come back repeatedly just thinking, oh, she'll talk to my mom for me, or oh, she'll talk to my dad for me.
Exactly. So what do we have
Natalie?
for Nat Ali?
She made a comment earlier that she's grown a lot since our last reading, and that's why I got like a celebration. They showed me that Friends scene where all of them are jumping up and down and they're celebrating. It's kind of that Three of Cups. There's a celebration coming up. There's good news coming in. There's a change. Like they showed me, you met morphing from a caterpillar to a butterfly, but you're not quite spreading your wings out totally. You don't really have the confidence to actually start to use your wings. Like you know they're there and you're like, oh, that looks nice. I like the change. I like how different I am, but I'm not really sure that I can use this. So whatever skills and abilities or whatever change that you've gone through, you haven't really applied it to its fullness because you don't totally have confidence in the new you. And what they're saying is go ahead and spread those wings out, go ahead and spread those arms out, and just allow yourself, for one, to create that kind of distance for other people, because I feel like there's too many people up on you too close and there's a lot of confusion in your face. And then also, you just need to be able to stretch out and feel the full span of your ability, for the full span of your change, and realize that you're a totally different person. But in order not to make yourself recoil and go back to who you were, you need to mentally walk in whatever it is. Like if I know that I can hear but I don't use it, I just, whatever, then I'm never going to get better at it. I need to use whatever skills I have. And so what they're saying is, yes, you've made the change, but we really need you to walk into that change that you made and be that person in confidence. Like there's literally you, and then there's a warrior standing behind you with a shield and a spear. Like, just go ahead and move. I got you. All you need to do is walk. I'm taking care of everything that's coming at you. So you need to move forward in confidence of knowing that the changes that you made are appropriate and that you are protected by your higher power. She said, I was going to bed last night and I saw a flash of light. Was it thunder? Was it, was it lightning? Was it a light going out, like a flash of light? Like what? Like in your eyes, in your head? Where did you see the flash of light? And it could be just to get your attention. Oh, I like that, Cheryl Babb. She says, also, if for some reason spirit knows you are not ready to hear from them, they won't come through. That's true. Oh, that is true. I guess that's on the mediumship. Oh, I like that. But that's all I got for Natalie.
Let me see. Natalie, have you did you have an argument with your siblings recently? A sibling? Because I'm getting some sibling issue. Um, and was it like again? Was it a misunderstanding that kind of got a little bigger than that, or an argument? And if it's not a sibling, then it's a close friend that you would consider a sibling. But I'm getting sibling energy.
Do you get that it was a heated argument? Because I got like a whole bunch of people in her face, or like somebody right up in her face.
Yeah, or it was like putting a mirror to her. I was like, or is it a mirror? They put a mirror to her face, and she's like, "Ooh, wait, what?" And that was like that. Oh, that's clever. I haven't seen that attempt before, though, Angie. That one, you got to give it. Thank you, Williams. But Williams, Angie and I got one thing to say to you. Read it and weep, baby.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
When I say I love that, I love that. Like,
especially for that moment.
Come on now. So you're saying that you basically had somebody put a love potion on somebody and force somebody to love you? Because that's basically what you're saying. I would never deal with that kind of dark magic, Williams. That seems to be like, who wants to be with somebody who's basically bound and tied into wanting to be with you? Because you're basically saying that this person will do a love spell reading for me, and then you're making this person be my puppet basically, so they don't necessarily love me, and whenever this spell or whatever wears off, then they're just gonna move on. I would never want anybody to do a love potion for me. And you know what? One day I was at a psychic fair. This one lady, she kept saying, I'm Christian and the Lord told me to tell you this, and the Lord told me to tell you that. And then I had this love potion right here. You can get the you talking the Lord told you to give me a love potion? I know he didn't tell you, did I just know he did not. I know he did not tell you to put your little hateful vibes out there on somebody else. Did we finish, Natalie?
I was waiting for her to confirm about the argument with the siblings, but she hasn't done so.
Oh, Natalie, where you at? We've been like, what is the problem? I know you can type faster than
Absolutely. The only thing I can say is, if said argument took place, if said this, resolve it. There's no time like now, and don't miss an opportunity. Resolve it, get beyond it. It is not that important. It is not that important in the whole scope of things. That's my thing, is move beyond it and go on with living in life. Don't let this be something you regret down the road. That's all I'm saying.
Step
I
into
don't know
your
if
power.
you saw me when before, but I went to my second operation. I saw the devil in my face, the angry, and I saw the negative come out. So I wonder if that was what you saw. It could be. I don't know. But like, most important thing is let go of all of that negative energy. Let go of it. Don't hold on to it, because there's no better time than the present to let it go. So as they say, let it go, let it go.
Move forward
And
and
Cheryl,
positivity.
nice to see
Listen,
you in.
ain't nothing you could do about yesterday. Yesterday I meant to go to Starbucks and get that apple crisp macchiato. I ain't get it yesterday. I can't drink yesterday's macchiato. Only thing I can do is get one today or go and get one tomorrow. You can't do nothing about the old past, all those things that are behind you. Let it go, like Donna's saying, and move forward in positivity. You what they say, you
Exactly.
get so many more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Vinegar. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why they say that, right? Because it works. Absolutely, absolutely. Who is next on the list?
Oh wow, there's so many people here. Did we do Heidi or Cheryl? Is that Sherelle Babs? I like her that name too.
No, we haven't done either one yet.
So either one of those are fine for me. I think Sherelle is in there first, and then who was the other person? Heidi. Heidi's been very vocal in the comments.
Definitely been chatty. Yep.
She says, "How many cards do you pull?" We don't pick a certain amount, and I may not even pull cards. The cards are usually for you guys, so you can visually see. I try to get as much psychically as I can. Sometimes I'll just pull a card, or they'll describe a card to me. So it's not for sure that I'll even pull a card. But immediately, Heidi, when I got into your energy, I heard run, Forrest, run. So I feel like you need to run from a situation as fast as you can. There is something that is not in your best interest, or that is not necessarily not what you think it is, but it's not for your highest and greatest good. And so I heard run, Forrest, run, and you need to move on to something better. I can't tell if it's a relationship or a career. It feels like it's an office setting. Like I feel like you're looking over the cubicle at something else. And so is the job that you're at or the corporation that you're at kind of on a downward spiral, and they're saying don't be the last one, because they're like showing me that Titanic, and now they're saying like don't be the last one on the ship. You need to go ahead and make your moves forward. One of my most favorite supervisors was this one lady who I worked for at one of these other corporations I used to work at. And when she saw that our department was being dismantled and they were throwing us all over the place, she told us in our one-on-ones, get your resume together and look out for you, because this corporation is pretty much looking for how they can salvage themselves. And if that means letting you go, that means letting you go. And so they're showing me the Titanic. So for me, that means that you need to make a better career move, or you need to, you said you're unemployed. So maybe that's why you need to get out there and no, sinking ship. Oh, well, if you're unemployed, then that may mean that, you know, your household is a sinking ship. You need to get out there and find some money. There's lots of opportunities I've seen repeatedly where all these places are about to hire for Christmas. Amazon is hiring like crazy. Like, I don't know if that's not what you want to do, but I work at Amazon part-time, and they are hiring like crazy. They're giving all kinds of incentives. You can do flex, you can do part-time. Target is hiring. Starbucks is hiring. There's a lot of places that are hiring for Christmas or for the holiday season. And so there's lots of opportunities out there if you are looking. I don't know that there'll any of them to be like administrative or corporate, but a lot of them are definitely places that are going to need bodies in the building. And so if you're truly looking for a job, there are lots of opportunities out there for places that are hiring, and they're starting off at a nice salary because it's about to be Christmas and they need to get people to come in. So definitely update your resume. Look into using like the AI services to make the resume for you. Have somebody else to proofread it, but also make sure that you're not underselling yourself. Like, you're making sure your skills match with what you can do. Like I've said this before, saying that you were a cashier at Walmart is different than process cash payments, balance the drawer, and provided the proper payment method for whatever person that was coming through. That sounds a lot different than cashier, because I did multiple things. A cashier sounds like I rang up stuff and all they can hear is ding, 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 ding. But process multiple payment methods, balance the cash drawer at the end of the day. Those are all accounting functions. You know what I'm saying? So it's the wording that you use. And what they're telling me is you may need to use different wording for your resume and have somebody else to help you out. There's lots of people or agencies out there that will help you with your resume and expand your search. If I don't have a job, my job is to find a job. If not 8 hours a day, then 5 or 6 hours of that day, I need to be looking for a job until I find a job, or taking a job that'll get me until the next job. Because a lot of times you'll find a job faster if you have a job than if you don't have a job. So there's lots of things out there. So if you're looking for a job, I'm not a person that has sympathy for people who say that I'm unemployed, because I have multiple jobs, like seriously, a lot of jobs. And the people that I work for are begging people to come in, like literally throwing money at us because there's not enough people working. And if you really were looking for a job, I think that there's opportunities out there for you to find a job. Like, people are begging people to come in for jobs. So that's
absolutely. Yep.
I did not get a relationship, Heidi. I got that it was job because, again, as I described the situation that they were telling me run for was run, they were showing me you peeking over a cubicle. So it felt like a work situation, or maybe you need to run to a job, like run to a situation where you're looking for a job, and that'll take your focus off of this relationship. It seems to be a little bit unbalanced, or it seems to be a little bit of a seesaw situation with the relationship, and you're unfocused because it seems like there's a little bit of discontent. Like, you're always arguing over small stuff, and both of you seem a little bit frustrated and irritated, and it's going to end up blowing up into something big. So they're saying, whatever this relationship is, you need to your focus needs to be on employment and career. And then
Heidi, I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. You're
No,
okay,
she said, message me about who your company is so I can. I will tell you, Heidi, where we live in Phoenix and the Phoenix metro area. There, you can't go down a street without stumbling across the help wanted sign. I think that's what Angie's stressing to you, is that there are jobs everywhere. I mean, we are not at full employment in most places. And so again, if you just get out on the road and drive, and you're going to see job after job after job potentially. Now, if you live in a very small town, that could be a little different picture, but I'm hearing it from everywhere across the country. I mean, they don't have enough workers.
At all.
But you got to want to find it. You got to want to find it.
Heidi, is Amazon. Amazon is hiring constantly. Again, it's about to be Prime next month. It's about to be the holiday season. So they are literally every single night we have, new people coming in, and they pay very well. And they announced last night that in your first 3 years, you get 5 raises. And I don't know, a lot of jobs that give you more than a little annual raise, and you get 5 raises at Amazon in 3 years. So that's a significant amount of money difference from when you first came in. It's probably unlimited hours. You can probably work as much as you want. Our cap is usually 60 hours a week. So as much as you want in there. Lots of overtime, lots of incentives are coming in. Again, I said Target. All of the department stores are about to be hiring because it's about to be Christmas. Bath and Body Works, all of those type of places are about to be hiring. Fast food restaurants are begging people to come in and work for them. Like they really need people. FedEx, UPS, all of those kind of places. A lot of offices like they're literally showing me like the front office at like a leasing place because they're going to need people because people are going to be ready to move, during the holiday season or looking for places to go. Again, those type of places, they're showing me like the hospital, like maybe doing a front desk or being a greeter at the hospital or something like that. But they're literally showing me a lot of administrative stuff too. So you have a lot of options. How good is your resume? I have a different resume for every job, for every kind of industry that I want to be in. I have a case management resume. I have a legal assistant resume. I have a compliance resume. My resumes fit because they highlight different things that I do. And so depending upon what kind of job I'm looking for, I tweak my resume. So you should have more than one copy of your resume or more than one kind of resume. Executive assistant. Lots of places, could be hiring for that. I would think that American Express may exactly be hiring for an executive assistant, but also like you probably need to look at places like the hospital or those investment places. A lot of times they're looking for some City of Phoenix, state of Arizona. All About People is a good employment agency that I've used. I don't know what state you're in, but a lot of times uh, the agencies are very good at finding. Like I get literally 3 emails a day regarding jobs that they are looking for people to come into.
Well, hopefully it helps you, Heidi. And again, seek and you shall find. Seek and you shall find.
Exactly.
Yes. Next in line. Next in line. Who do we have next in line?
You're welcome.
How about
Patty.
Allison? How about Allison? I'm drawn to Allison's name.
Okay, I like that name. Okay, Miss Allison.
Again, Allison and everybody else, we are not taking questions. We are just giving you what Spirit is trying to give to us, to share with you.
I see fire. Like it was like a ring of fire. So I feel like you're in a very intense, heated situation. But now they're making my feet hot, like you're walking on hot coal. This is a very sensitive situation that you're dealing with. It's a very heated situation. And it has the potential to burn you if you don't approach it correctly or if you don't have the proper protection on your feet. So there's a heated situation that you're dealing with. Family members. It feels like family and friends situation that's heated, but it seems like something petty because they're showing me the word petty, like you're overly dramatic or the whole thing has been kind of blown out of proportion and everybody kind of needs to take a step back or give each other room. Like it doesn't seem like it's an issue that like, oh, over an inheritance or something like that. It seems to be something that is kind of minor and not necessarily petty, but minor that it wouldn't like totally dissolve a family unit. But if you're not careful, you can say some hurtful things to each other and cause a bigger rift than necessary. When if maybe you and that person, because it seems to be like it's maybe a one-on-one thing and the rest of the family or other people are being like kind of taking sides. Like they're showing me like blue and green. So like there's green team here and blue team here. And what they're saying is maybe if you and that person just met and talked it out, then you could resolve this situation and move forward without so much chaos and hurt feelings. So it's a very it seems to be a heated situation, but not necessarily a serious situation, but it could cause some serious damage if not resolved. And they're saying you two just really need to talk it out. Like they're showing me the word communication, and you guys just maybe going out and having like literally some Starbucks or some ice cream or a treat together, and they're just kind of talking it out and remembering who you were and not the situation that you're going through. Because I feel like you guys have kind of lost sight of what the situation is totally. And the argument is just a little bit on principle now and not so much on the merits of whatever it was that you're arguing about. But nobody wants to back down because they're showing me like bare teeth, and they're kind of like locked like this. And it's that gridlock that you two have put yourself into, and you're drawing other people in. Like they show me you drawing people into the madness when it's something that could be resolved very quickly if you two would just kind of step back and isolate yourself and talk it out. So that's what I got.
Allison, have you Allison, have you I feel like you've been getting visitations recently. Have you been experiencing visitations and you kind of suspected that there's somebody who crossed over who's been visiting with you? And because I'm getting the feeling like you have been having visitors, you know who or believe who they are, and you are right. And part of you wanted to dismiss it, but part of you realized that yes, it is them. And so know that they are visiting with you. The person that you anticipate is there, and that they are visiting with you. You will don't be surprised if you, especially it's interesting. Look, it's something that look into the mirror. Look into the mirror in the room where you feel somebody is. And do not be surprised or shocked when you see that they're there with you. You may not be able to see them clearly in your sight without help, but don't be surprised if you see them in the mirror. Actually, Angie and I had experienced that same way. Angie saw a spirit in my house, and
that's for Heidi. Whenever you're done, she said she didn't know how to apply at the real site, so you can just post that for her whenever you have time.
Okay, this is for you, Heidi. This is for Amazon. So Angie came to the house when the ladies who clean our house told me for the past 3 weeks they kept seeing the same spirit in one of our rooms. Angie came over and met with the spirit and spent some time. And then I came in. Angie could see him clearly. I couldn't. I could see some shadow in the corner. That was about it. And I asked him to show himself. Angie asked him to show, and he said, "I'm trying," but I could not for some reason see him because I don't have that gift as well. It was not something I was blessed with, and I haven't developed it. So I kept looking, and as I scanned the room, eventually I looked into the mirror, and he was standing there. I could see him in the mirror, clear as day, but I could not see him in the rest of the room, but Angie could see him. And so, again, do not be surprised if the person that you believe you're seeing, that's visiting with you, that when you go to the mirror, don't be surprised if they're there. And also, while they're there, even if you don't see them, talk to them. If you feel they're there, I'm telling you they're there. Talk to them. Have a conversation like you're speaking to me or I'm speaking to you. So where you speak out loud, because they're not clairvoyant that way. It doesn't work. Speak to them like you're speaking to me. And or like I'm speaking to you, or like Angie and I speak to each other. Speak to the spirit and talk, have the conversation. And then also don't be freaked out if for some reason you know the answer because it comes to you. Now, it could come to you as in hearing it. You could hear it and then really get freaked out. And that's happened to me, and it's happened to Angie. It's like, what the hell? We asked for it, and then when it happens, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Or it could come as knowing, and it just comes into the head and you know the answer to the questions. It's because it was given to you. And usually you can tell if it's a knowing because it comes to you in a way that you don't think that way. That's not how you think. Or it comes in phrases you do not use. So you know they're not yours. You don't own them. And therefore they must be from somebody else. And that's how it works. So enjoy the spirits when they're there. Let them know that you acknowledge that they're there. Thank them for coming in. And then also ask them to continue to protect you and then share with you anything they need you to know. Because sometimes when they come in, they need to tell you something. They want to share something with you, or they want you to know they're there because you're going through something. And sometimes you just need to know they're there. They want to make sure that you feel like you're not alone. Okay, that's what I'm getting.
I also got, oh gosh, what was it? Don't be caught, because she says I have recordings. Don't get caught up in the phenomena of them or the awe of it. Lean into it. Remember, energy isn't created or destroyed. They just change form. So they're no longer in the physical suit, but they're still spiritually there. So you still have to be able to interact with them. And if you're so caught up in the let me get this on film, let me get this on film, you're missing the message.
Yes.
Remember, they're human too. Would you want somebody shoving a camera in your face like that and trying to record you in that way? So remember, not necessarily that they're human, but you know what I'm saying? They're trying to contact you for a specific reason. So be mindful of that. And then the second thing I was going to say about the spirit is gosh, it was something about how they communicate with you, or are you a person that fasts? Because I got that maybe that you do fast sometimes, and you could get a deeper connection with them sometimes when you fast. You don't have to fast for like 7 days or 3 days or whatever it is. You can fast for one meal, like I'm going to fast for breakfast, or I'm going to fast for lunch, and I'm not going to have it. And then during that time, I'm going to like get into my meditative or prayer state and allow spirit to reach me in that meditative state. So you can do that. Again, like I said, I've been listening to the rain sounds, and I've been having very vivid dreams, very clear dreams. Sherry Berry makes a nice tea that can help you with your third eye and opening up your abilities a little bit more. It has that blue lotus in it, and her concoction is very good for helping you get a deeper relaxation and just connecting to your spirit guides. So there's many different ways that they can talk to you, but be mindful of all those ways and be able to receive it. Like again, when I first got ocean as a symbol that my guides were giving to me, it was because I could taste salt. So there's many different ways that they're communicating with you. And my guides wanted me to know ocean because they wanted me to know salt. And then I had to understand that ocean meant emotions, and then the color of the water mattered. So it's a nice story unfolding, and you have to learn how to read the clues that they're giving to you. It's not always going to be something that you hear, and it's not always going to be something that you see. It could be something that you feel. I'm not a fan of the feels, but it could be all of those things too. Again, something that you taste, something that you smell, all of those things are possible. So lean into all of those things. And if you don't know, test the spirit. That's what they always say. Hey, just ask, is this you? Is this who I think it is? And you can always invite or not invite somebody into your space. Hey, is this grandma? Oh, okay, no, this doesn't feel like grandma. If this is grandma, you are welcome into my space with loving gold Christ light. If this is not grandma, then I send you back to the source to where you came from, and you're not welcome into my protected space. Protect your space. Remember, Don, we haven't even said this all night. Put the salt outside your door. That
Yes.
keeps out the negative energy and the negative spirits. So put that salt outside your front door or on back door, wherever you're going to do it. And it really does keep out negative spirits. There's no certain time you have to do it. Just put it out there outside your door and keep the negative spirits out if you're feeling like you need to be protected. There's all kinds of crystals and things you can also buy, but just be able to lean into the voices or the intuitive hits that you're getting. That's the best way I can say is intuitive hits.
Yep.
And then I think somebody said something about Angie when you were choking. I was telling, I think Heidi something, and I started to choke, and they said, could that be that there's a communication problem for that person that I was reading? That could quite possibly be it, but more than likely I was about to say something mean, and my guys were choking the hell out of me to tell me to stop. Like a lot of times I'll be ready to say something, and if I'm not gonna say it just right the way they want me to, they'll kind of choke me up. But it could have been that she's having a communication issue, or the person that was reading was having a communication issue, or it could have been just to slow me down in order to get the words right, or so that the communication was like clear. So there's a lot of reason for choking up or having some kind of issue with the throat, but it could quite possibly have been that person is having communication issues and needs to clear their throat chakra. So that's what I got.
Super.
Oh, she said she doesn't like the feels either. No.
Well, hopefully, again, you'll gain from the information we've given you. The most important thing to know is that you can do with it what you will, And the more that you embrace it, the more you may be happy with what you see and get from it. But again, it's up to you to do with what you choose. That's the best part about spirit. It lets you do self-determination. So know that.
And she also said she saw them on baby monitors. I mean, just go into that room and speak to the spirit. Is there a spirit present that is trying to communicate with me? I saw you on the camera. You're welcome into my space if you're a positive spirit. How would you like, or sit down and just, have some quiet time in that room and see if they'll contact you, see if they'll, communicate with you in some kind of way. It's all about you inviting them in and allowing them into your space. But just as you can allow them in, you can keep them out too. So
Yes.
you decide how you want to communicate with them. Don't be afraid of them. Usually it's somebody trying to help you to move forward. But again, question the spirit.
Yes, and again, they are usually loving, caring spirits, so don't fear them. You will have a natural instinct to be a little surprised when they do show, if they show, or they speak. And again, but that's natural. They're not going to scare them. But once you have it the first time, it's okay. I mean, I told Angie, Angie knows this. I was pumping gas when the first time one spoke to me. I was pumping gas, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell? So I had to call Angie immediately. You won't believe this. Nobody around me. I was the only one at the gas area. There was like 10 pumps, and there were two. And all of a sudden, I'm like, what the hell?
And sometimes my guides still call me like that, like, Angie, hey, focus. It could be a danger ahead. It could just be like, hey, let's see if she's still aligned with hearing us when we call out to her. So listen, like if you randomly hear your name, I thought I heard somebody call your name. You did hear somebody call your name. It was your spirit guides. Lean into it. Talk to them. Speak to them.
Squirrel.
Exactly. And I established with my guys, like in the beginning, when I first started, experiencing like actual spirits where I could sense their presence, I let them know that I did not want them to come while I was at home alone. It was just a boundary that I put up because it was a little fear on my part. But now that I'm comfortable with it, I mean, I know you're not going to hurt me, but in the beginning, it was a boundary that I had to put up just for my own, feeling safe and comfortable in there. And then now I'm okay with however, well, not whenever, but I'm not so afraid if you come in while I'm alone.
Yeah, I drew a line like in my bedroom. There, as Angie knows, they're not welcome in the bedroom. They are not welcome to surprise me. I was driving to California, as Angie knows this one too, and one of the spirits decided to come in on their very own, and they all of a sudden they popped up in the back seat, and they started talking, and I'm like, what the hell? And it took me a minute or so to really coordinate myself, and I'm like, oh no, that cannot happen. I mean, I don't mind spirits coming in when I open myself to it, but when I'm not opening myself to it, they are not welcome. But so I told my gatekeeper, I said, no, we cannot do this. They cannot come in on certain times. And so I set my bedroom is off limits. They cannot come in there, and unless I invite them. Now there are times where I do invite them, and I invite them in to have. Like if I'm having a dream, or if I'm wanting them to come to a dream with me to give me some insight in a dream, I will do that. Or if I ask for the ascended master sometimes, or also the amazing people. There are times where, and I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but you can, that's fine. I don't care. But there are times where I have to struggle with something that is much bigger than me. So I need maybe somebody who wrote the treatise on something. Maybe it's a legal case. When I was practicing law, maybe it was a legal case. And I'm like, I call in that author of that brief. And I know they've already passed, but I call them in to help me through it. I call in if I'm having some accounting issues and I don't have a good accounting head and I don't know how to get through something. I'll call in a master accountant, a CPA, and say, somebody from that side, come on in, teach me, help me through this. If I need somebody to help me with maybe a menu for a dinner that I'm having an issue with, or maybe I'm having a problem with an electrical situation because I'm trying to rewire something. Again, I call them in. And so when that happens, they are welcome to come on into my dreams to help me figure it out. And then I wake up in the morning. I also ask spirits, all the spirits, help me remember tomorrow, what I needed to know tonight. So I don't wake up with all the frivolous stuff, but they help me to remember the important things the night during the night. So it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing how we ignore all of this energy that's around us. We have tons of energy around us. We have our entire family and everybody behind us, our friends, everybody's passed over, our friends, everybody else, and people we don't even know, and yet we don't turn to them. And then we'll say we're all alone. Believe me, you are
Don,
not
let me
alone.
tell you, when I need some paperwork and I've been dealing with somebody, I'll be like, listen, I wake up in the morning and be like, all the information I need is going to be presented to me in this meeting. I call on my archangels, my God, my ancestor, my guides, whoever. Look, bring this piece of paper in that I need. Whatever this document is that I need you to make whoever has it get it to me so that I can get this contract done, so that I can get this risk assessment done, so that I can get whatever it is that I need to get done. So I need you to call in these people and get the shuffling these papers around. Darlene says she's jealous. I'm not getting signs that I'm having seen. My mind is always busy. Well, that's half the problem right there, is that your mind is always busy. You're drowning out or you're pushing away the messages that you will receive. Your guides aren't going to fight with all these things that you have going on day to day. If you don't have a time that you're going to dedicate to them, why should they dedicate their time to you? If you're not going to settle down and have a space that is quiet or a time that they can reach you, then I'm not going to fight through you thinking about bills, you thinking about work, you thinking about the kids, you thinking about the relationship, you thinking about the house. That's a lot for me to fight through. I'm here to help you to make decisions on all that. So you're either going to tune into me or you're going to tune into all your problems, because they're showing me a 9 of wands for you, Darlene. And you seem to be very much, they're asking you to be resilient, but you seem to be weary and tired of the battle or of the long journey or of all the work. Like you said, you're busy. So they're showing me you weary in battle or you weary in whatever situation that you're going through. And what they're saying is you need to find some peace. Again, what did I say? When I go to bed at night, I put my little headphones on and I put on rain music and I just let that drown out everything else. My dreams are a lot more vivid. I receive messages. I wake up in the morning and say, is there anything in that dream that I need to remember? I write it down, and then they give me confirmations throughout the day of what those things meant for me through in that dream, or give me some kind of understanding of the message that I received. So you have to dedicate that time to your guides in order for them to speak to you. We're not going to fight with you to get through all the muck and all the busyness. If you're that busy, you're too busy to hear me. So you know how they used to tell you in church, you're too busy for God? You're too busy for your higher power. You're too busy to connect to the source that could give you the answers of the information. So what they're saying is just find a little quiet time, even if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long time. Like you don't have to meditate for 45 minutes in order to connect with spirit. You can go into a meditative state easily, just getting your mind out of your right brain, out of your left brain and all of your logical thinking. You just need to find that connection, shut the brain down, and then focus forward. And sometimes it's just music. Like sometimes I'm listening to music and I'll hear a word. I'll be like, dang, I done listened to this song 50 times. And that one phrase stuck out to me because that was the message that I needed to hear then. Or I'll wake up and there's a song in my head. Okay, let me go listen to the song because the lyrics mean something. All of those things are your spirit guides and your spirit team, your ancestors, your loved ones trying to connect with you. Don't discredit them as just, oh, this song is stuck in my head. Oh, I wanted a cake last night that my grandmama used to make. Those are all ways that your spirit team, your ancestors, and your loved ones are trying to connect with you. Lean into them. So that's what I got, Ms. Darlene. I hope that helps you with finding your connection to your spirit.
Absolutely. Let's see one more before we're out of here. Who else should we connect with tonight?
Well, I just did Darlene. I've never heard of Kelly. This Twitch person. I've never heard of them.
Kelly, let me find her. Kelly's Zajan.
Sounds about right.
That
Kelly,
one?
are you still here? Well, Don, this 2 hours passed by so quickly. Like I feel like boom, boom, boom. All right, this is your second time here. Remember, guys, if we gave you a reading, Your only payment to us is to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let 2 or 3 other people know that you listen to us. Share the video, like, subscribe on both sides, because we're all on at different times. Like Don will be back on in the morning, but I won't. He'll be on in the morning with Miss Shawna from Naturally Divine Goddess. But then I'll be back on Sunday with Sherry Berry or Alicia. And so all of us will be on at different times. And so you should subscribe to all of us in order to make sure, because one of us is on every single day except for Saturday. Sunday
Exactly.
through Friday, one of us is on every single day. And sometimes it's in the early morning, sometimes it's later in the night. So if you're subscribed to all of us, then you can catch all of us at some time and get a question answered. And if you really want to love reading, Lord have mercy, Tuesday mornings, is it Wednesdays or Wednesdays? Calling on angels. Miss Bonnie, they're on in the morning. They're in the morning before we come on. That's a love reading right there. She loves a love reading. Like she'll tell you all you want to know.
Go to her YouTube channel right there and click on
you're
that.
always on here asking about love. That is a person that'll give you a love reading. And then she has a lot of love readings. She does weekly love readings by zodiac sign, and she does monthly. So those resonate a lot too. Like I'll go through a list of those, and she's very in depth on her reading. So you should check her out on that. Miss Shawna does tea time, where she gives you like the weekly energy every Monday morning, and then she takes some questions from people in the chat also. And then on Tuesdays, again, it's Susan and Julie. For me, Susan is more like the mediumship person. She's the one who wrote the book on enjoying your gifts. Is it enjoying or liking your
something? Enjoying love your spiritual gifts.
Love your spiritual gifts. And so every day, one of us is on every single day. That's her book, and that's Miss Susan. So every day, one of us is on. And then on Fridays, well, right now, me and Donna are on, but on Fridays, Julie and Scott are on again on Friday morning. So every single day except for Saturday, one of us is on.
Yep. So if you clicked on all of these things and went to their things and subscribed, you will get readings out the wazoo. You'll get notices when we go live. If you're on Angie's, if you're on my side already, then make sure you go to Angie's side and make sure you subscribe on Angie's side.
Yes, I do have a Facebook. If you go through Don's friend list on Facebook, you're on his Facebook. I'm Angie Lewis on Facebook.
I think I have. Is this one? Is this the Facebook one? Yeah, this is Angie
right here. So if you click this link in the chat, you should be able to get to my Facebook. That's my Facebook.
Open up your camera on your phone.
Facebook too.
Yep. Open up your camera on your phone, point to it, click on this link. It'll take you
to my page, and you can be my friend. Or you can click it in the comments where it says Angie Lewis, and you can click it there. So yeah, that's my Facebook.
So again, if you're on my side, make sure you go to Angie and click her side on YouTube. And if you're on her side, please come along and do the same on my side. That would be great. So
Kelly, we are so happy that Bonnie does love readings, because Lord have mercy. I could be like, I immediately be like, I ain't gonna give you no love reading, but if you come in on Wednesday mornings, Bonnie will give you a love reading. I refer everybody to her. And not that I'm against love reading, but that's just not my listen. I call myself the Grim Reaper of love, because I just
usually when somebody comes in to ask a question,
they already know the answer.
Exactly. Usually it seems like it always seems to be the case. It's like they're at that place, in that place at that time. Who was our last person there?
Kelly. She just put her comment, I don't need a love reading, so we could do Kelly. Kat, it was nice meeting you. I've never I don't remember your name being in chat, but it was nice meeting you. Okay. No, not that Kelly. The Kelly.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that one. Yep. Sorry. Yep. Sorry.
Okay. All right, Miss Kelly. Let's see what we have for you. I immediately see a roller coaster. So you're on a fast moving roller coaster because they're showing me a heart. So are you in a relationship that you're trying to push too fast or that's moving too fast for you? If you're on a roller coaster, but it seems to be shaky, like it hasn't been smooth sailing on this. It's been highs and lows and ups and downs, and it's moving at a pace that's a little bit too fast for you. And you're trying to you're wanting to know when the ride is going to stop so that you can kind of gain your bearings again. But I don't know if you're pushing it too fast or if they're pushing it too fast and you're wanting to slow it down, but you don't know how to slow it down for fear that you'll just make it stall and this person won't be interested anymore. I keep hearing go at your own pace. They show me a turtle and they show me a rabbit. So at sometimes you may want to slow it down, but at sometimes you may want to just move along and speed it up a little bit. But it's your comfort zone. Don't let someone drag you along in a situation that you're not ready for. But even though you said you don't need a love reading, that's what they're showing me, like a roller coaster ride. And then they're showing me a heart with a couple in the heart. And I don't know if this is same sex or not, because I don't get a male-female energy. She said you're single. Well, they're showing me a roller coaster ride. So maybe a new love is coming in and it's going to move fast. But I definitely see a roller coaster and I see a couple on there and I see the big heart with the couple in the inside of the heart. And yeah, there's like moving too fast. So, all right, Don, you can go while I try to tap more into Kelly's energy because she said no relationship, but that's definitely what they showed me.
Kelly, you're quite young. I'm getting the sense that you are quite young and that I'm being told to say slow down. Slow down. You don't need to grow up as fast as you want to grow up. I'm told that yes, slow down a little bit. To just enjoy life a little bit. Be the age that you are. Don't rush to be older. I'm also told that some things are not meant for you to know now. So some of the questions you have answers. Some of the questions you have, those answers aren't ready for you yet because you're not ready to understand them in a way that would better serve you. Right now, they would kind of befuddle you. So slow down and slowly grow into your knowledge and your database. Expand your database equivalent to what you should based on the number of years you've been on this earth. Because again, I'm getting a very younger energy, but yet you want to be older, and you've had some interesting things happen in your life which have kind of pushed you to kind of speed things up. But know that take your time, pace yourself. You do not need to rush through the life. You don't need to rush through to get these answers because again, I'm not sure you're equipped completely to handle the full scope of what the answer brings. Okay. So I'm being told to slow down and enjoy youth. Don't waste it. Don't waste your youth on the young. Enjoy it.
She
No,
says she's 34.
I don't mean
And
to
you know what,
insult
Don?
you.
I got that roller coaster too, like that fast moving that she wants to slow down. And she's saying that she's single, but I got the lover's card. That was the first card to come out. So either you're wanting to be in a relationship with somebody and you're not being honest about it, but the lover's card came out and it is a romantic situation. So either you're wanting to be in a relationship with someone or you're kind of sort of talking to someone and you're not really defining it as that because you don't really know how this person feels or what is going on with the situation. But I got the lover's card. It popped right out when I asked, is there more information about you? So there's some kind of romantic situation that you're not being honest about or that you're not identifying as a romantic situation because maybe you feel more about it than them and you are worried about it because there's anxiety and you're having sleepless nights worrying about where this is going or does this person like you or should you move forward with this person or how this person feels about you. And then the strength card is just again growing being able to find that inner strength and courage to either ask in this situation where it's going or what's going on or to just be a little bit more control of your emotions and over this situation and make sure what's happening is for your highest and greatest good, slowing it down just a little bit. But there is a relationship and it is giving you some issues because the Lover's card came up and so did that Nine of Swords. So you may say that you're single, but you may be operating in a relationship that or in a situation that is resembling what you want to be a relationship, but isn't quite a relationship. So that's what I got for you, Miss Kelly.
Yeah, look, just again, it just Kelly, you're too grown, so slow
Why is
down.
somebody doing chaos work for you? I don't even understand what that means.
That's a good
I have
question.
no idea what chaos work is and why you would need somebody to do that. Like you can literally release all that no longer serves you and you don't have to pay nobody or ask somebody to do that. I release all that no longer serves me. I call in my guides to remove all that is negative or that is not for my highest and greatest good. I don't need somebody to come in and do that.
Exactly. Yeah,
Speak
save
that.
yourself. That's right.
Stop laying down your power and thinking that somebody else is more powerful to you because they said they've been in there. One ability isn't more than the other, and you should be able to stand on your own power. Whoever you're talking to should be kind of encouraging you to stand on your own power, not depend on them for your resolution. And that's one of the things that we do is encourage you to lean into your own abilities, not for us to be a crutch for you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I
Yep,
don't know
because
what
it all begins and it ends with you. And so if you take on the if you again, it's mostly what you believe. If you believe in yourself enough, you can do whatever. You don't need somebody else to from
she's
the
the
outside.
goddess of discord. You mean she's a life coach? Is that what you're trying to say? She a life coach?
Well, I applaud her for work that she does, but I don't think, again, I believe it starts and ends with you. And so you can do it. You have to have confidence you can do it. You have to know that you can do it, but you can do it. You don't need somebody else to do this for you. That's all I'm saying. So
Okay,
good luck with
then.
that.
I don't know that I want to work with somebody who's called the goddess of discord. Like to me, that just seems you breeding natural. You breeding disharmony. Yeah. No.
She's the reason for the Trojan War.
Oh, okay. What's going on in your life that you need to bring in somebody from that is the reason for the Trojan War? Like what could possibly be happening in your life that you need somebody in who was the reason for war? Like what kind of discord are you having? Like that seems to be like a mental drama that you're creating that you don't need.
And why would you want somebody to come in and cause discord? If she creates discord, why would you want somebody to come into your life and cause discord in your life? Are you bored?
Be mindful of the spirits that you allow into your space. And is it for your highest and greatest good? I would question if the goddess of discord is for my highest and greatest good. And what chaos do you have that you can't? Usually chaos is created because of the people that you allow into your space. You can just push those people out your space.
Well, we wish you good things, Kelly. Again, enjoy your youth while you have it, and slow it down and enjoy life a little bit more. Maybe move beyond some of the discord in your life and the frustration, so where you can enjoy your youth and allow yourself to get old over time. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to rush it. That's the biggest lesson that I was getting for you. So hopefully that resonates with you. With that said, Angie, I think we are about done. We are done.
Woo! And I am hungry. I made enchiladas and I'm about to eat some chicken enchiladas.
Before we
I'm
go,
finished
folks, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and
grits
follow
and
buttons. And if you're looking for merch, I've got merch on my Etsy site. So you can go to my Etsy site. You can get a reading there. Or if you like the major arcana cards on tarot, please don't hesitate to go and look at those.
I was just gonna say I was on his page. You can get the magician card on there. Like some of you need a little visual cue to help you to get into that positive mindset. He has the magician card. You had a lover's card, don't you, Don?
The lover's card. Mm-hmm.
Listen, y'all want to draw in love? What better way to say that you're ready for love than to have a big giant lover's card on the front of your shirt, or the magician card? If I was y'all, I would get the magician card, because that way you have everything you need to conjure up whatever you want: a husband, a new job, ample money, a new house, a car, whatever you want. So you could just wear it on your chest. Say it with your chest. Just go ahead and get the shirt.
Exactly. And here's the commercial. Thank you.
I love that chariot on that blue hoodie. That looks
That
nice.
is.
I like the coloring, and I like the way it sets up the back, like it pulls the colors out of the card. That chariot card with the hoodie is really nice. I like
And
that.
I love the message. It's the victory card. It's the movement card forward or victory, however it reads.
Listen. Oh my God, I did a spread for myself the other day, and I had the 8 of Wands and the chariot card. I said, wait a minute, that's a lot of movement. I'm ready. And that's all fast movement. Let's go.
Yep. Yep. Take it as it comes. Let it go. Let it go and move on with the victory.
Exactly. Excited.
Well, with that said, we are out of here. Thanks again, Angie. Thanks everybody for popping in. We will talk to you guys next week. However, Angie will be back Sunday, yes?
I will be back Sunday.
And about what time?
3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So either with Sherry Berry or Alicia or both, or some combination of me and somebody next to me.
All righty then. And tomorrow
But
morning,
if you're subscribed to all of us, you'll get an alert either way.
Exactly. And if you didn't get a question answered tonight, reach out tomorrow morning. I'll be back again. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all those things, and you will get a message when I go back live tomorrow morning with Shawna at Naturally Divine Goddess. And I haven't been back with her for like 2 weeks either. So I was AOL.
But you're back.
Yes, I'm back. I am back, and I'm ready.
I
to
do miss
rumble.
it when I'm gone for several weeks. Like if I miss 1 week, I'm okay sometimes. But when I miss a couple weeks, I'm like, dang, I'm ready to get back in there. I'm ready to answer the questions. I'm ready to, connect. I like the connection. It's always for your greatest and highest good. And so I just miss that connection when I'm not always there.
Oh, absolutely. So, and don't forget, folks, let me do one more thing here. Yes. Before we go, let me take this off of here. So this is Angie's email. Underneath Angie's picture is her email address. If you need to reach out to her for private reading, you can do so through that one. And mine is under me. So if you want to reach out to me for private reading, you can do that as well. Remember, private readings are paid. They are not freebies, and they are long and intense. Anyway, this is how you reach us. With that said, though, we are done. We'll talk to you guys this coming weekend for Angie, and then Wednesday again for me. So enjoy yourselves, and thank you so much for coming in. Adios.